check number 1. Microphone check number 1.
Number 15.
Okay.
He is dressed, and Dallas is in number 24's jersey.
24?
Yeah, he's wearing number 20. It says Gonzalez, but it's Dallas, and their coach is dressed in number 15.
Everything goes through Ship Microphone check number 2. Microphone check number 2. Microphone check number 2. Microphone check number 2.
one left. Walking through the lobby and my grandson was here. I saw he's my ex-son-in-law. I saw his girlfriend. I go, hey, how you doing? And all of a sudden, like, bam, my grandson's with her. I go, holy shit! He gave me a big hug. Haven't seen him in a couple of weeks.
Close with all your grandkids?
Huh?
Close with your grandkids?
Oh yeah. Yep. I love my grandkids. They're so much fun to be around. Wow. He was dead in the water right there. Wow.
He's come a long way. He's smart. He moved it over.
Face mask.
Of course, they didn't call it.
No.
Oh, that's a bad one.
That's a 15-yarder right there.
That
That's
already
no
was a
call.
field goal.
I like the old school helmets on the Buffalo Bills tonight.
White ones, they're always white.
No, the logo's different though, isn't it? Isn't it the old logo or is
No,
it
that's the same logo
same
here.
one?
I don't like the old one. I like them.
No, if you really want to stick it in their ass, you throw a touchdown pass to friggin'
Yeah, that was the kind of game.
yeah, I know,
They
but
went
still.
for two. Unless they go for two, they're pretty good at two.
Yeah.
I don't think Coach Jordan will do that.
No.
Well, you want to limit, you want to cut it down as close as you can. You're not like a coach. I'm trying to go down the field.
Yeah, what I'm saying, you want to throw it to Cole Beasley, you know, just for a little
So
revenge.
so they do.
Oh, yeah. On the floor.
Oh, thanks.
Okay. Thank you. Good Cole. Yeah, that's why I put it down here. I'll leave it there for a little while.
Yeah, lunch don't go you put it there. I used the wrong end today. check.
Oh. Hello.
Ladies and gentlemen, we would like you to please take note of the exits at the arena at the east and western corners. There are also numerous exits along the south wall. Should an alarm sound or an emergency occur, please exit the building in an orderly manner. Ladies and gentlemen, a flying puck can do a great deal of damage, so it's important that all fans be alert at all times. Fans of the Watertown Municipal Arena, the city of Watertown, and the Watertown Wolves are not responsible for spectator injuries. The ticket holder assumes all risk and danger incidental to the game of hockey, including but not limited to the danger of being injured by a puck or hockey stick. And agrees that the arena, the FPHL, and its officials and employees, the participating clubs, their agents and players, are not liable for injuries resulting from such cases. Fans of Watertown Wolves ask that no one come in contact with the glass surrounding the ring while play is in action. The use of canned air horns, abusive or objectionable language, throwing of any objects on the ice or at players, officials, and other spectators, all prohibited by the Federal Prospects Hockey League. Any persons violating these rules is subject to ejection, as well as fines or arrests. Your cooperation with these rules and with the Watertown Arena staff is greatly appreciated. Fans, remember, if you're sitting in
Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome once again to the Watertown Municipal Arena. Tonight, the fourth time in 4 games here, your Watertown Wolves will be facing the Danbury Hat Tricks here at the Watertown Municipal Arena. Last week, a home-and-home series. This weekend, another home-and-home series. On the bad side of that, Danbury's won the first 3 matchups between these two teams coming in tonight. Back on the 13th, it was a 6-4 win in favor of Danbury. On Saturday night, the 14th, it was 8-3 Danbury, and last night in Danbury, Connecticut was 5-2 your final score. Thank you for joining us here on TFM Sports and on YouTube and on the radio tonight on Tunes 92.5. My name is Jeff Barrett, along with my announcing partner, David Page. We'll take you through your hockey action here this evening, and we're glad to have you join us for another exciting night of FPHL hockey. Take a quick look, starting lineups here tonight. Tom McGuckin will get the start between the pipes for the Hat Tricks again this evening. Nicola Levesque will start on the left wing. Right wing will be Phil Bronner. At center, it'll be Carter Shinkarek. Starting at the left defense will be Aaron Atwell, and Steve Brown will start on the right side. Your Watertown Wolves, Jeremy Pominville, who's been getting almost all the starts this year, will start once again in goalie. Marvin Powell's going to start on the left wing. On the right side, it'll be Jamie Lucas. Dallas Desjardins will start at center. Justin Coachman gets the start at left defense, and on the right side, it'll be Preston Kugler. Well, as I said, my announcing partner, David Page, joining us here in the booth once again. David, a rough couple of weeks here for our Watertown Wolves.
Yeah, I've been watching the games over the online broadcast. It's been very sloppy play by the Watertown Wolves, but hopefully they can pick themselves up. They got a home game finally, so hopefully this home crowd will get into it, and they'll be able to do a much better time tonight.
Now, a big kick tonight, I think that's going to help right off the bat. Tyler Prendergrass back in the lineup. He's been in our lineup all year, just hasn't been in the building. Saw him earlier. We had a chance to talk with him, both you and I think we're both a little excited. He's back here tonight.
Yeah, Tyler Prendergrass is a great player. He's very hockey smart. We had a chance to talk with him earlier tonight. He said he's coming out of retirement. Hopefully he survives tonight. So let's hope he can be an instant impact player for the Watertown Wolves.
Well, we look at the standings in the Federal Prospect Hockey League. The Eastern Division, Danbury at the top of the pile after 18 games, 12 wins, 4 losses, 2 overtime losses for 38 points. Watertown settling into the number 2 spot after 18 games with 11 wins, 7 losses for 33 points. Menor coming into the night has 19 games under their belt, 11 wins, 8 losses for 33 points. And just behind Watertown, the Elmira Enforcers holding on to spot number 4 after 18 games. 8 wins, 7 losses, 2 overtime wins, an overtime loss for 29 points. And Delaware holding on to the number 5 spot after 17 games, 3 wins, 14 losses for 9 points. The Western Division right now belongs to the Carolina Thunderbirds. After 18 games, 16 wins, 1 loss, 1 overtime loss for 49 points. Port Huron, 17 games into the season, has 8 wins, 6 losses, 3 overtime wins for 30 points. Danville, after 19 games played, 10 wins, 8 losses, 1 overtime loss for 31 points. The Columbus River Dragons have a record of 6-9 with 1 overtime win, 1 overtime loss, 21 points on the season. And the Battle Creek Rumblebees, 21 games in, and at the bottom of the Federal Prospect Hockey League, 21 losses on the year, still looking for win number 1. Well, the home team being introduced to the crowd here tonight by house announcer Brian Hunsiger. David doing a little double duty here early on once again, running the camera and doing some talking here. And, of course, we will have Eric Thorstein joining us here in just a minute to take over the cameras, and David and I will take you through all your action here this evening. Kind of a rough game last night, Dave, and the Wolves end up with a couple of guys out of the lineup tonight because of injuries last evening.
Yeah, Joe Debney took a big hit into the boards. Unfortunately, he's not dressed to be in the lineup tonight, but that's why with Tyler Prendergast coming in, he'll be able to fill that hole and hopefully give some positives for the Watertown Wolves.
Well, we'll turn you over to house announcer Brian Hunter for the introduction of our national anthem and our special guest here this evening.
Singing
Well, the final game before we get into the Christmas break here, the guys would like to get back into the win column. And before we get started, on behalf of David Page, I would like to tell you guys, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, everybody. And hopefully you had a great 2019, 2020 just around the corner. We do have more hockey to be played before then, but we will catch up with that in just a little bit. But David, really important for these guys to get fired up early tonight, get back to the win column.
Yeah, 5 straight losses is not a good thing to do, especially in the FPHL. But on the other side, you have a chance to end the hottest streak in the league right now at 10 wins for Danbury. And don't forget, like last year, Carolina was, I believe, on a 27-game win streak, and the Wolves were able to snap that in Carolina. So hopefully here at home, they're a little bit more motivated, and they'll be able to get it done tonight.
So we said a little bit of a different lineup here tonight. A couple of guys missing in action. Tyler Prendergrass back to the lineup. And our old friend, one of our former Federal Prospect Hockey League Commissioner Cup champion, former Watertown Wolf, Dallas Ingram, just signing with Danbury. So he'll be on the flip side. We had a chance to catch with him a little bit earlier. Good to see him back out on the ice. Wish it was in a red jersey here tonight, but it won't be. So both teams make their way out onto the ice for you folks listening on the Tunes 92.5. Your Watertown Wolves going right to left here in period number 1, wearing their red home jerseys, RED. Remember, everyone deployed. Honoring our military all the way around the world, and of course our friends right here at Fort Drum, New York. Other side of that, the Danbury Hat Tricks in their black sweaters here this evening. A different look from the last time they were here. They got the bunny on the front of them. Great looking jerseys. I do like these things. I will tell you that. They got a nice looking outfit here tonight. And
I think the only one left to see is the orange one.
We haven't seen the orange one yet, no?
Still, very good-looking jersey.
Puck's going to skip outside the blue line, heads back the other way, chasing back to get it. Aaron Atwell will go back. He'll leave it there. Puck turned around just for a second. Giving chase was Jamie Lucas. Now it comes all the way through. Marvin Powell slips by him, but they're able to take it right back the other way. Oh, sorry about that little problem with the mic here. Get it right back going. No, Bronner takes the puck. It's going to lift it in the offensive end, sends it cross ice. Going back and picking it up, turning with it there. The Wolves set up their offense. Look to skate out with it. Sonstabo left it. Now he brings it around to the near side. That one, long outlet pass, got sent all the way through. Nobody got a chance to put a stick on it. And we've got an icing and a stoppage in play. Just under a minute played in period number 1. So face up all the way back down to the other end. As I said, not in our lineup here tonight, Michael Desjardins with a small injury. He said he'll be out for a game or two. Joe Devaney not here, took a huge hit last night. David alluded to that earlier, and missing from action here this evening. Wolves trying to get it out of the off the defensive end. Comes out Prendergrass back out on the ice. Centering pass came all the way through, intercepted before George could put a stick on it. Now it comes all the way back to the near side. Ruiz has it, slides it forward. In on the action, Gavrick going to get it. Yeah, remember the last time they were in this building a week ago, Gavrick with a couple of goals was huge on the offensive end. Here's a shot redirected that gets up and out of play. Johnny Ruiz, one of the hotter players on the Danbury Hat Tricks, coming in after 18 goals played. 13 goals, 13 assists for 26 points at the top of the list for Danbury. Puck out on the far side, gathered up, sent right back in. Now it gets kicked towards center ice. Kyle Powell trying to get quick shot coming. That was off the stick of Casper Dreisen. That one knocked down in front. Never got all the way through. Now turning it back towards the corner. Kasich sent it around to the near side. Huge hit from Asselstein, and the Wolves able to skate with it from there. Breaking down, letting a shot go. Kyle Powell right in front, and a big save from McGuckin. Puck comes loose on the far side, comes out to Petrie at the slot. Petrie lets a shot go, just tried to put it on goal, hoping for a little traffic in front. Gathering it up, it's Bogzo. Bogzo turning with it, tried to put it back in front. Puck is loose and it comes off the near side. Wolves with a golden opportunity. Now it gets poked up. Kyle Powell sends it back to the near side. Gathered up there by Pulowski. Pulowski turning with it. Lost it for a second. It comes right back to Dominic Bogzo. Bogzo shoots out, lets a shot go. Just missed on the left-hand side. That one bounced high, came out to the near side. Gathered up there by Eric Wetzel. Wetzel's just going to send that one down the ice. Pominville out of his goal, leaves the puck there. Austin Petrie turning with it, sends it cross ice to Lucas. Lucas lost it for a second, but Dallas Desjardins very quickly picks it up. Lets a quick shot go. That's off the shoulder of McGuckin. Puck loose to the near side. Justin Coachman picks it up at the point, shuttles it right back into Desjardins. Desjardins to Lucas in the corner, tried to get it to Marvin Powell. That pass intercepted, then out of the zone. Shinkara comes down to the near side. Now he skates to the left-hand side, lets a quick shot go. That hit a skate, never got away from him. Comes back through neutral ice area. Gathered up there by Steve Brown. Brown's just going to rifle it back in. Pominville settles it down. Leaves it for Justin Coachman. Coachman rips it around to the far side. Jurich a little touch pass ahead as they break into the offensive end very quickly. Boudreau had it. It gets back outside the blue line. Derek Boudreau is going to gather it up, waits for a little bit of help. His centering pass got knocked down, but it comes right back to Jurich. Jurich slides it to Tyler Prendergrass. Prendergrass down the near side, had it poked away, and coming right back the other way, Corey Anderson settles the puck down, comes to the slot, lets a shot go, and Pominville's going to find that one up onto his chest. And David, very quickly, you can see the change in intensity in the Watertown Wolves.
Yeah, I think the game end after last night's game made some adjustments. Prendergast is going to be on that top line, and that's a very skilled line for the Wolves.
Puck faced off in the Watertown end, gets shoveled out to neutral ice area, gathered up there by Dallas Ingram. Ingram shuttled it through. Puck knocked down. Wolves pick it up, tried to get it out to Boudreau. That one goes all the way down the ice, goes right on to McGuckin, so the goalie had to stop that one. Pass got centered all the way in. Gathering up the loose puck is Gavrik. He'll send it out to the near side. Sliding it forward was Ruiz. Ruiz sends it all the way down to the offensive end. That one rifled around to the near side by Jeremy Pominville. Puck down on the ice. Now gets outside the blue line. Gavrik settles it back into his own end. Pass to Ruiz, who's just going to dump it down to the offensive end as the hat-tricks go for a change. Puck settled in behind the Watertown goal. Holding onto the puck is Cole Sonstable. Sonstable only in the lineup for his second weekend here after being signed by the Watertown Wolves. Centering pass coming. That one turned aside, went right through to the corner. Gathered up on the far side by Casper Dreisen. Dreisen sends it over the near side. Wolves able to intercept that one. Long outlet pass. Bogzel's not going to get to it. That got tipped all the way down the ice, and Bogzel got behind the defense. But the puck was too far out in front for him to reach. Puck comes right out in front of the Watertown goal. Settled down there by Austin Petrie. Petrie seeing some good minutes here early in the game. That one's going to go off a stick and up into the Watertown bench. We'll get a stoppage in play. So stoppage in play, 14:30 remaining, opening period here from the Watertown Municipal Arena. Vladimir Port sends the puck near side. Coachman's just going to slide it forward. That's going to go all the way through. Icing waved off. It was tipped on the way in. Gathered up there, turning with it. Dropping the puck was Shinkarik, and that one coming right back to neutral ice area. Lucas picks it up for Watertown, sends it into his own end. Vladimir Port, long outlet pass to Marvin Powell. Powell's going to tip it in the offensive end. That one also is going to go right on to Tom McGuckin, and the hat-trick goalkeeper will cover that one up and bring a stoppage in play. David, I'm not sure if it's because of the last three games with the Watertown Wolves. It just seems like it, but Tom McGuckin seems to be on the rise in the Federal Hockey League.
Yeah, he wasn't the starter to begin with. It all came down when their goalie, Dalen Kelly, got pulled up to the SPHL.
Far side getting knocked down onto the ice with Derek Boudreau for the Wolves. Puck coming right back around their side. Jurich tried to lift one, couldn't get it up off the ice. That hit McGuckin, comes out on the near side to neutral ice area. Sonstable settles it down, gives it to Boudreau. Boudreau sends it back into the Watertown end. Puck settled down there by Vladimir Port. He'll just send it back to the quarter. Sonstable goes to pick it up. He'll send it back to the near side. Port's just going to slide it forward to Boudreau. Boudreau's long outlet pass picked up at center ice and then picked away, and the Wolves able to come right back with it. Dominic Boxell tried to slide it through the middle. That one broke up by Anderson, and the hat trick right back into the offensive end. Puck back to the near side. Boxell tried to send it, fanned on the pass. Puck does come out to neutral ice area. Gavrick's going to gather it up there for Danbury. He'll slide it over to the far side, gathered up by Ingram. Ingram comes down, lets a shot go. That one easily turned aside by Jeremy Pominville. Puck comes all the way through to the near side. Gavrick keeping it in the offensive end, gives it to Ruiz. Ruiz down deep, sends a shot. That one missed on the near side. Puck rifles all the way around to the far side. Ingram had it for a second, set that forward, a shot and score! So Danbury's going to strike early here in period number 1 and take a 1-goal lead over the Watertown Wolves, and I believe that may have been Johnny Ruiz that tipped that one home.
Believe it or not, that's his third goal at that weird angle against Pominville in the last 3 games.
So it looks like Ruiz will get credited with the goal. We'll obviously wait for the official announcement on that, but Ruiz coming into tonight has said 13 goals on the year, and it will be Ruiz getting credited with it. So his 14th goal of the season. Wolves get the puck back out into the offensive end. We go back to action. Desjardins drops it for Lucas. Lucas let a shot go. That hit a leg in front. Puck was loose, went all the way through. Marvin Powell was going down to a knee, couldn't get a stick on it. Nicola Levesque back the other way, rifles a shot towards goal. That one turned aside by Pominville. Levesque gets his own rebound in the corner, but the Wolves able to come away with it. Marvin Powell comes through neutral ice area. He'll just dump it to the corner for for Lucas, as the Wolves go for wholesale changes on the dump in. Puck coming back out the near side down the ice. Will be Eric Wetzel again, sends that one into the corner, and gathering up the loose puck, turning with it is Dreisen. He'll slide it back into the corner. Matthias Kasich trying to get a centering pass, got it right out in front, and another save by Pominville. Prendergrass back the other way, gains the zone, sends a long cross-ice pass to Tyler Jurich. Jurich tried to slide it back to Boudreau. That got deflected. Goes back to Vladimir Port. Port tried to slide one towards the front of the goal. That hit a stick. Goes to the corner, gets rifled around to the far side. Kasich waiting for the outlet pass. Is just going to lift that high up into the air. It comes to the near side, settled down by Dreisen. He's just going to slap that towards the Watertown goal as the hat-tricks go for change on the dump in. Now out of the near side, Vladimir Port able to lift that to neutral ice area. Gordy Bono able to knock it down. Now Anderson's going to pick up the loose puck, and the hat-tricks are going to be offside. Well, the goal scored is by Johnny Ruiz. Nothing listed so far for the assist on that. Obviously, there will be a couple attached to that on our official score line here. Quick shot right off the faceoff, missed onto the far side. Now it comes all the way back to the neutral ice area, and looks like it will be icing, and we'll get another stoppage in play. Well, you can't fault David Pominville on that goal. That was just a nifty little bing-bang pass, and it was he would stick right in front of him and never had a chance.
Yeah, every team gets a lucky goal in there, but like I always say, it's a long game, long season. Things that always is changing.
So the puck on the loose side, let goes again. That goes off the pads of Pominville up into the air. Comes around to the near side. Bogsell's going to slide it forward to Kyle Powell. Powell into the offensive end, puts it right on goal. McGuckin knocks that one down. Kyle Powell giving chase from there. Puck off to the near side. Bogsell tried to play it. It got by him as he was taking off the puck. Kyle Powell gathers it up. He'll slide it back to Asselstein. Asselstein just signed a couple of weeks ago by the Wolves, and after his first weekend here in Watertown was suspended So this is his first actual home game with the Watertown Wolves. Puck onto the far side, slid forward by Asselstein, tipped into the offensive end, giving chase. It'd be Dominic Bogzo. Big collision back behind the goal. Now the puck comes out to the near side. Coachman putting a hit onto Phil Bronner. The puck all the way into the Watertown end, and sneaking in, picking up the loose puck is Shinkarik. That one got taken away, and the Wolves with a chance to skate with it now. Dallas Desjardins down the right-hand side, let a shot go, puck loose on the ice. Wolves hacking away at it, a couple of attempts to try to put it on goal. Jamie Lucas in a battle for the loose puck on the far side with Kenny Garrett. Garrett able to slide that one all the way around to the near side. That's going to go down off a stick into the Watertown end. Icing waved off, so Coachman back to pick that up. Long outlet pass leaves it for Marvin Powell. Powell gave it to Jamie Lucas. Lucas tried to slide it right back to him. Matthias Kasich going to come away with a loose puck, and then he'll get taken off by Marvin Powell, and we're going to get a penalty. Marvin Powell, and now Kasich goes over and just knocks Powell on his butt. Marvin Powell was off balance, and Matthias Kasich went over and gave him a little shot across the chest and put Marvin Powell right on his backside.
I think they're both going to go to the box now.
Well, David, the good thing about that is Danbury was going to have a hat trick, or a power play, until Matthias Kasich went after Marvin Powell, so they're both going to sit down.
Absolutely. It's kind of smart on Marvin Powell's play, try to get Matthias Kasich to retaliate, and then luckily for the Wolves they didn't. Now we're going to have 4-on-4 hockey.
Yes, Matthias Kasich could have kept his head there. They'd had a 2-minute power play, but they're both going to sit down now. We'll get ready to go back to action. 8:58 remaining, period number 1. 1-0 the score here. The Danbury hat tricks getting on the board at 7:24 of the frame. Johnny Ruiz gets the goal, assisted by Gordy Bono. And now Marvin Powell and Matthias Kasich both having words back and forth between the penalty box here. Face-off coming, Watertown end just to Jeremy Pominville's left-hand side, and we still got a stoppage in play. Still waiting for the other penalty to be put up on the board. That's what the official coming over to check out, make sure that they get that straightened away. Well, folks, we may be having, periodically, we may have some connectivity problems here on the internet. A lot of stuff going on here in northern New York. I guess there's been a few interruptions already here this afternoon. So, not sure what's going on here. They sent Austin Petrie over from the Watertown bench to the penalty box, but then they just took him right back. So it is 4-on-4 hockey for the next 2 minutes. Sonstable sends it around as the Wolves win the faceoff. Comes right back again, turning with it is Derek Boudreau. Boudreau wheels right back. Lost the puck for a second, but Tyler Jurich ends up with it, gives it to Vladimir Port. Port all the way cross ice to Boudreau. It hit Boudreau on the leg and rifled into the offensive end. And going back to pick it up, ends up with Gavrik for the hat tricks. Gavrik turns around, sends it back to the near side to Bronner. Bronner trying to get out of the zone as the Wolves are in forechecking. Derek Boudreau was in deep. Now turning with it is Dallas Ingram. Ingram has it on the near side, tried to send it across ice. That went off a stick, so Vladimir Port back to pick it up for the Wolves. So the penalty to Marvin Powell will be tripping, and it'll be 2 minutes for roughing to Matthias Kasich. So that'll be our offsetting penalties here. Puck down to the offensive end. Prendergrass again. A little toe drag. Almost got it by the defender. Had it poked off the end of his stick. Turning around with it, settling the puck down is Corey Anderson. Now Anderson comes down the right-hand side, stops inside the blue line. Got Levesque crashing right down in front. Leaves the puck there for Aaron Atwell. Atwell tried to put it back in front, and I think it was Preston Kugler able to get a stick on that and shove that back out towards center ice. The Wolves get the puck back in their own end. Justin Coachman settles it down as the Hat Tricks go for a line change. Long outlet pass from Kugler. That one intercepted right back to the offensive end. Bronner turning with it. He'll leave it for Shinkarik. Shinkarik turns with it. Comes out towards the blue line. Skates right out to the short slot area. Bogville lost the stick. Puck into Aaron Atwell. Atwell walks out in front. Lets a shot go. Gaverick couldn't get to it. Puck goes behind again. Hat Tricks putting on pressure in the Watertown end. Now able to skate with it on the far side. Pulowski had it. Penalties are over. Both guys back out onto the ice. Puck down into the Watertown end. Vladimir Port's going to end up with it. He's going to leave it there for Dominic Bogzel. Bogzel turns towards center ice, comes up through, weaves his way right into the offensive end. Bogzel with a nifty little move, lets a shot go. That hit a stick and up and out of play. That was a nifty little drive to the goal.
He's starting to turn into a little Derek Boudreau with the soft hands.
Well, timeout on the ice here on this Saturday evening here at the Watertown Municipal Arena. Glad you could join us. Tonight's game brought to you by Fusillo Subaru in Watertown on US Route 11. For new and used Subaru sales and service, your Kai buying experience is their #1 priority. Their staff looks forward to the challenge of meeting and exceeding your expectations when it comes to purchasing your next Subaru. You can browse online at FusilloSubaru.com or visit them on Outer Washington Street in Watertown. Fusillo Subaru, official sponsors of your Watertown Wolves broadcast. Don't forget to join us post-game here tonight for the 9-Round Fitness post-game report. 9-Round Fitness, County Route 202 in Watertown. Get fit, never hit. That's 9-Round Fitness. Well, David, this is the intensity we were looking for from the Watertown Wolves getting into tonight. Bad bounce the other end. Pominville gives up a goal. But the Wolves are playing the kind of game they need to play tonight.
Yeah, the intensity is good, but we still got to find a way to beat Tom McGuck and get a good hot streak going.
Desjardins with the puck in front, had it poked away. Goes out onto the far side, gathering it up. Will be Anderson. He'll send it out towards center ice. Got knocked down. Aaron Atwell's going to gather it up on the near side. Just dumps it to the far corner. Puck sent all the way around the dasher to the near side. Anderson able to get it back to Atwell at the point. Atwell just shovels it towards the goal. Ruiz puts a shot on. Pominville turned that one away, but a big rebound to the near side. And now the Wolves able to get it out in the neutral ice area. It'll go back down the other end. Brown's going to settle it down for the Hat Tricks. Looks at an outlet pass far side. Now it'll come cross ice, turning with it is Shinkarik again as he'll bring it around to the near side. Now he wheels right back in, comes up through center ice, just going to lift that one. That's going to go down to the right-hand side. Pominville way out of his goal. Puck came in through, and standing right on the doorstep, Phil Bronner just swung at it and swing and a miss on a wide-open goal. Bronner could have made this a 2-goal affair right there. Puck all the way back down, turning with it. Dallas Ingram rifles it off. Should be an icing call, and icing will be called here as Ingram just sent that one the length of the ice. So the faceoff's going to come all the way back to the other end. 5:28 remaining in period number 1. They brought the faceoff to this side. Now they will go to the far side. Well, something we talked about earlier was Austin Petrie. Not seeing a ton of ice time the last few weeks, but he's been out there a lot tonight.
I think they're giving a different look for lineup. See who does good where and when. Seems like Kyle Powell not playing as much tonight, and that's where Austin Petrie's he's stepping up.
Puck down to the far side, and getting tangled up will be Derek Boudreau. It looked like he may have been held from behind, and we are going to get a power play for the Watertown Wolves. Carter Shinkarik will come to the penalty box. The Watertown Wolves, 72 power play opportunities. They've got 18 power play goals for a .250 power play percentage. The Danbury Hat Tricks on the other side of that, been shorthanded 79 times. They've allowed 19 power play goals for a .759 penalty kill. So the Wolves with the first power play this evening. Prendergast sends it in deep to Jurich, comes back to Prendergast near side, gives it to Kyle Powell on the slot, back to Prendergast. Prendergast tried to slide in front to Boudreaux. That goes to the corner, but Jurich is going to end up with it. Prendergast turning, gives it back to Kyle Powell in the slot. Powell puts it on goal. That one easily turned aside by McGuckin. Puck loose in behind. Atwell had it, lifted out and not out of the zone, but then sent down by Cole. That'll go, or excuse me, Anderson all the way down the ice. So Jeremy Pominville out of his goal, 1:20 remaining in the first man advantage of the evening for Watertown. Kyle Powell has it. He'll come out towards center ice. Keeping an eye on him is Gordy Bono. Wolves get into the offensive end. Bono's just going to intercept that, dump that back down the ice. Port has to come back, pick it up for Watertown. Levesque in forechecking on him. Long outlet pass to Jurich. Jurich goes cross ice to Boudreaux. Boudreaux trying to avoid the check from Gavrick. Gavrick tangles him up pretty good, but the puck shoots all the way around. Jurich has it, gives it back to Kyle Powell, near point. Powell sends it, shoots and scores! Tyler Price, excuse me, that is Dominic Boxel, I believe, got a stick on it in front. And the Wolves are going to tie it up, a beautiful goal. Kyle Powell just sent that towards the front of the goal, and I believe it's Dominic Boxel able to get the stick blade on it and lift that over the shoulder of Tom McGuckin.
Nothing McGuckin could have done to stop that.
David, you mentioned that a couple of minutes ago. They just had to get the puck, get a good opportunity, and a nice play right there to even this thing up with 3:50 remaining in period number 1.
Hopefully they can keep the momentum going and get another one and take a lead before the end of the first period.
Puck lifted all the way across ice, going to get a skate and get up and out of play. Looks like it went off a skate blade and right up into the air. So Dominic Boxel on the goal. Kyle Powell will get the assist.
I think they gave it to Vladimir Port.
So Vladimir Port getting credited with the goal. We had on our score here that said Boxel, but so Vladimir Port standing right in front, able to put the stick on and get the redirect. Long shot coming from the far side from Asselstein. That went all the way through. Puck coming back the other way. Johnny Ruiz just going to lift that one on goal. Jeremy Pominville slides out to the side, catches that one in the gut, and he'll hold on to it there. So a power play goal makes it 1-1 here, period number 1. 16:02 of the period, and there they did change it on the official scorecard now. Vladimir Port credited with the goal, assisted by Kyle Powell. So Vladimir Port's first goal as a Watertown Wolf evens things up here in period number 1. Puck came out to Brown. He sent that to Shinkarik down in the corner. He'll leave it there for Levesque. Levesque turning with it, gave it back to Shinkarik. Puck loose on the ice. He's able to skate around. Pulowski sends it around to the far side. Preston Kugler is going to pick it up for Watertown. Lifts it all the way across ice. Too far for Boxel to get to, and we will get an icing call going the other way. So the faceoff is going to come back down to the Watertown end. Well, David, every time we've talked to the coach, or actually any coach you talk to in hockey will tell you, you got to love those dirty goals. Just throw the puck at the net and hope somebody gets a stick on it, and hopefully that'll wake the guys up here.
A lot of teams practice that. You see it in the warm-up match. You got to get those garbage goals, because if you keep getting them, you're going to win the game.
Brown takes the puck from the near point, just shovels it all the way around Shinkarik in behind the goal. He'll turn with it, try to get it back to Nikola Levesque. Levesque on the right-hand side behind the Watertown goal. Skates out to the near side, comes right out in front, tried to put a shot. That one knocked down by Preston Kugler. Kugler skating to the near side, gives it to Boxel. Boxel able to get that into the offensive end. Brown tried to clear it. It came right back through. Pulowski couldn't get a stick on it, as Boxel did a great job to keep the puck in the offensive end. He'll end up with the puck in behind the Danbury goal. Now he'll live it out to Kyle Powell near point. Powell holds on to it there. Bronner comes over, gives him a little shot. Puck stays in behind. Stephen Brown now battling with Pulowski for the loose puck in behind the goal, able to poke it away. Shinkarik's going to come away with it for the hat trick. He'll give it to Bronner. Bronner's going to lift that one up into the air. It's going to hit the Raptors here, and we'll get a stoppage in play. 1:53 remaining the opening period here from the Watertown Municipal Arena, knotted up at 1 goal apiece. Well, you said your Wolves home here tonight. They'll be home next Friday evening, the 27th. They will host the Delaware Thunder at a 7:30 start time. And then on the 30th, a special Monday night edition of Watertown Wolves hockey. The Elmira Enforcers, in-state rivals, will be here on the 30th to face your Watertown Wolves. That game also starts at 7:30. Puck back to the offensive end for the hat tricks. Wolves able to clear it away, get sent all the way down. Knocked down by a high stick, but no whistle from the official as the puck gets down into the offensive end. Now it gets sent out far side. Giving chase was Matthias Kasich, and now the hat tricks are going to be offside and bring another stoppage. Well, obviously a full slate of hockey in the Federal Prospect Hockey League here this evening. We'll take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard in just a minute. Quick shot coming from Anderson. That hit a stick, went to the corner. Puck loose near side. Marvin Powell has it for Watertown. Tried to slide it ahead to Jamie Lucas. He'll get it. Anderson kept it in. Now Dallas Desjardins able to skate with it. Desjardins tried to get a centering pass. That hit a skate. Gets outside the zone. So turning with it, coming back the other way, Anderson has it. He'll skate down the right-hand side, puts a shot on Pominville, turns that one to the corner. Aaron Atwell ends up with the rebound, gives it to Stephen Brown near point. He'll slide it down into the corner. Bronner going to get it. Puck loose on the far side. Anderson tried to wrap around the stick at home. Gets popped up into the air, and now we got a player down on the ice. One of the Watertown Wolves players down on the ice. It looks
Petrie.
like... Yeah, it is Austin Petrie down. Very slow. He does get back up to his knees, and I'm not sure what happened to Austin Petrie, if he took a shot right across the chops or what, but he's back to his skates, and that's a great sign.
Last thing we want to do is go down with more injuries.
So 30 seconds left in the period. Puck sent in behind the Watertown goal. Now it comes out on the near side. Tyler Brendergrass gonna wheel with it there. He'll come out through neutral ice area, races right down center ice. Lost the puck for a second. Tried to get it back to Tyler Jurich. It was intercepted. Now it comes all the way back out. Coachman's just gonna rifle it back into the offensive end with 13 seconds left in the period. Puck around to the near side. Bronner looking for the outlet pass. That one's gonna get sent the length of the ice, and that will bring an end to the period as Preston Cougar's just going to hold on to it, and we'll go to the locker room and net it up at 1 goal apiece here on this Saturday night between your Watertown Wolves and the visiting Danbury Hat Tricks here tonight. Take a quick look. Johnny Ruiz got the scoring started for the Danbury Hat Tricks tonight, 7:24 the period. Ruiz nets the goal, assisted by Gordy Bonnell, and the Wolves able to finally get one back on a power play goal at 16:02. Vladimir Port, his first goal as a Watertown Wolf, assisted by Kyle Powell, making it 1-1. Shots on goal through period number 1, 11 for Watertown, 8 for Danbury, and Watertown 2 power play opportunities did make one of those count, and of course the other one was a 4-on-4 skating affair. Neither team netting a goal there. As we said, we'll take a quick look around the Federal Prospect Hockey League here this evening. Down in Columbus, Georgia, the Columbus River Dragons hosting the Delaware Thunder. That game started early tonight, 6:05 start time down in Columbus, Georgia, and the Delaware Thunder leading 4-3 there in period number 3. And Menor, Ohio, it is the Carolina Thunderbirds taking on the Menor Icebreakers, and Carolina leading in the Western Division and overall with a 2-0 lead over Menor there That is also in period number 3. The Elmira Enforcers for the second night facing the Battle Creek Rumblebees, and Elmira 2-0 lead over Battle Creek. That game at the end of period number 1. And out in Danville, Illinois, the Danville Dashers hosting the Port Huron Prowlers. First period action there. No score in that contest. Well, David, I think we saw what we were looking for from the Wolves in period number 1.
Yeah, watching the games over in Danbury, they started off very sloppy, giving up the puck in the neutral zone, and Danbury was taking advantage of that. But here they're, with Prendergast stepping up, they have some more speed, more skill, so they're able to attack harder and directly on net, and they're getting the opportunities.
And it seems like Coach McLean has messed with his lineup a little bit. He's plugged in a couple of different guys, and he's moved guys around. We're seeing Marvin Powell and Kyle Powell both on the offensive end a little bit tonight.
I've noticed that over the last couple weeks is Vladimir Port, Kyle Powell, the defenders are transitioning to attack, so it gives an extra man on the offense, so maybe one could get free and have an open goal.
And we talked about it earlier this evening. One of the things I think has been a problem with Watertown has been able to clear the zone and the defensive end. Tonight they're doing a lot better job of that.
That's one thing that Watertown has to step it up on, is the slow forechecks, and got to get the puck out of your zone. Over the past couple weeks, they've been giving up a lot of defensive zone pucks and shots right in the middle of the goal. And unfortunately, it's cost the Watertown Wolves these 5 games, but hopefully tonight they're going to change things around.
Well, getting that goal there to knot things up here, I think was a huge thing to take place at the end of that period, because if we'd have went into the period down by 1, it gives you a whole different mindset.
Yeah, being not up with Danbury gives you a sense of momentum. We controlled most of that period, but it's a 60-minute game. You got to control every single period, get shots, get those garbage goals, and get those 3 points, because first place is slowly slipping away for the Watertown Wolves. But like I said, after the new year, things get down to the wire, and intensity picks up for every team.
Right, and I would say right now, Coach has got to be real happy the way period number 1 went. Obviously not giving up that goal, but the way the guys are playing, Coach McLean's got to be in a lot better mood. And I'm sure right now the conversation in that locker room is just keep it up and keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah, they got to be more physical. Danbury's got a lot to play for, going for 11 games right now. But I think the Wolves are playing a little bit harder, and it's going to come down to the wire once again for these 2 teams.
Well, we're going to take a short break here from the Watertown Municipal Arena, 1-1 after 20 minutes of play. A lot of hockey left to go here. Glad you could join us here on the Watertown Wolves YouTube page. Don't forget, all your Federal Prospect Hockey League games are free this year on YouTube. Just go to the Federal Prospect Hockey League page, click on the FPHL Live tab. It'll drop down. Just click on your game that you want to watch. I believe, like you said last week, you got to click on the home team. It'll pop right up, and you can watch the game live. So a lot more action. We got 40 more minutes to go here tonight from the Watertown Municipal Arena. We're going to take that short break. We'll be right back with you. For Dave Page, my name is Jeff Barrett. Don't go away, folks. A lot more hockey to go here in Watertown.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a scoring change in the first period. On Watertown's goal, please now credit that goal to number 21, Garrett Monroe. The assist should go to number 22, Tyler Jurich, and number 27, Kyle Powell. Watertown's goal in the first period now credited to number 21, Garrett Monroe. Assist will go to 22, Tyler Jurich, and 27, Kyle Powell. Also, at the 20-minute mark of the first period, Watertown's number 5, Preston Cougar, received a 10-minute misconduct. Give Watertown's number 5, Preston Cougar, a 10-minute misconduct at the 20-minute mark of the first period. Most fans, why not head on over to the Eagle Beverage Garden and pick up a nice cold beer and enjoy the seasonal selections provided by Sweet Drink, as well as a wide variety of wine. Remember to drink responsibly, and thanks from Eagle Beverage. Fans, don't forget about our game on Monday, December 30th. A 7:30 start against the Elmira Enforcers here at the Watertown Municipal Arena. Fans, if you're a season pass
here. 18:29 remaining period at number 2. We do want to apologize. Apparently we had no sound to start the period. I want to thank my brother Joey Barrett for texting me just now and saying, hey dude, no sound. So got that straightened around. We're back at it again. Again, my name is Jeff Barrett along with David Page. We'll take you through your Watertown Wolves action here. Wolves going on a power play here as Dallas Ingram's going to sit down for 2 minutes for, that was not Ingram. That is, or it is Ingram now wearing the 24. They switched numbers on us tonight. So Ingram's going to sit down 2 minutes for a cross check. So the Wolves get another power play opportunity here. 1:42 left in the man advantage for the Watertown Wolves here tonight on the stoppage in play. Danbury getting some fresh sets of legs out onto the ice. Derek Boudreau's going to skate into the face-off circle for Watertown against Shinkaruk. Face-off to the corner. Aaron Atwell back together. Wolves control from there. Comes out to Vladimir Port near side. He'll give it to Powell. Powell sliding it down to the corner. Juric turns with it. Gives it back to Powell in the slot. He's going to poke it ahead to Port. Port down deep into the offensive end. Powell puts it in front. Boudreau controls. Couldn't get the shot off. McGuckin able to turn it aside. Wolves gather it up. Now it comes out to the far side. Kyle Powell able to keep it in the offensive end. Just going to rifle it back to the side of the goal. Juric had it for a second. Steve Brown had it. Juric took it away. Goes back to Juric again. He'll give it to Port. Port tried to get it in front. Powell fanned on it. It's gathered up there by Prendergrass. He'll turn with it. Sends it down deep. Port has it on the near side. Comes out to the half board. Looks cross ice. Now settles it down near point. Puts it down. Boudreau to the low side. Boudreau back to the slot. Kyle Powell holds on to it. He'll send it over to Prendergrass. Far side Prendy sends it down in deep. Juric's going to turn with it. Back to Powell one more time. Powell's just going to put it in front of the goal. McGuckin able to make the save, but the Wolves get the rebound. Keep it in the offensive end. Juric down deep far side. Sends it in deep. Puck comes out to Boudreau. Back to Juric to Port near side. Port back to Powell. Powell sliding it over. Juric let a one-timer go. That hit a stick, went to the corner. Rebound back to Juric again. Juric slides over to the slot. Now he'll give it down to Port deep. 21 seconds left in the man advantage. Kyle Powell's going to put it in front of the goal. And that one, a kick to the side, just missed the upright. Went to the far side. Wolves give chase from there. Aaron Atwell in a collision, I should say, with Vladimir Port in behind. Tried to get a centering pass. Steve Brown breaks that up. 4 seconds left in the man advantage. And Shinkaruk able to skate right back the other way. Taking off the puck. Pominville falls down. They shoot and score. Nicola Levesque. Pominville fell down and was sprawled on the ice. And a big rebound out on the far side. And Nicola Levesque, former Watertown Wolf, and player coach, assistant coach, I should say, for Danbury, going to make it 2-1. David, that was kind of a weird play.
Yeah, nobody knew where the puck was. Unfortunately, it went right on Levesque's stick. He's able to slap shot that in. No chance for Pominville.
Yeah, Pominville got down onto the ice. Not sure what happened, but he was sprawled right out on his belly and nowhere to move.
I think he was anticipating Shinkaruk's deke, and it ended up falling right to a hat trick, and he's able to put it in the back of the net.
You know what we've been talking about, the change in the lineup here today, guys moving around. I don't know the last time we've seen Vladimir Port that deep in now on a power play. He's actually out there. Normally we've got a couple of different guys out there on the Watertown power play.
Yeah, I've noticed that about the Watertown Wolves. They're pushing a defenseman deep in to create more bodies in front of the net and more chances to get a shot off.
As we said, Tyler Prendergrass, first time in a uniform in the 2019-2020 season, also out there on that power play and with a couple of opportunities.
Doesn't seem he's lost a step at it at all.
Well, we got a lengthy delay here on the goal stoppage as it looks like they're doing a little ice repair over on the far side. 6:24 remaining in period number 2. Casper Dreissen's going to get credited with the goal at 3:36 of the period. Even strength goal makes it 2-1 in favor of the Danbury Hat Tricks. And now it said it will be Nicola Levesque. That's what I thought we had for a goal, but they listed Casper Dreissen on the official score sheet on the computer here. But they will change that, so it will be Nicola Levesque. We said former Watertown Wolf. Big collision near side as the Wolves get back into the offensive end. Puck slides right out in front, gets up on the side of the goal. Dominic Bogsel comes to the near side. Asselstein able to keep it in for Watertown. It goes to Pulowski. Pulowski took a huge hit. Ends up on his backside. Now Asselstein tried to lay it on to Anderson. Puck skips by. Bonnell comes back the other way. Drop back for Ruiz. Ruiz to the far side. Puck came right back to him. Couldn't get a shot off. We head back the other way. Puck through neutral ice area. Bogsel tried to slide it through. That one intercepted in neutral ice area. Comes back the other way. It's Eric Witzel into the offensive end. Stops in the corner. Asselstein keeps an eye on him, or I should say Sonstable into the corner. Now Juritz ends up with a loose puck. Sends it cross ice. That one settled down by Prendergrass. He'll send it all the way around. McGuckin out of his goal tried to stop the puck. It skipped by. Quick shot coming from Juritz. McGuckin turned that one away to the corner. Loose puck in a battle in the corner. Boudreau's going to fall down, comes out onto the near side. Sonstable able to keep it in. Wrists one towards the goal. That one missed. Big rebound all the way out to the blue line. Matthias Kasich had it for a second. Left the puck there for Casper Dreisen, and we'll go back the other end. Puck down into the Watertown end. Battle for the loose puck in the corner. Gathering up is Dreisen from there. He'll turn with it. Sends it on the far side. Quick shot coming, and able to find that one. Jeremy Pominville will swallow that up. Get a stoppage in play. 14:31 remaining period number 2. David, I think one thing we've seen the last couple of games now, 3 games in a row between these two teams, is every time Watertown has had a chance to even the score, Danbury's came right back and took the lead back again.
I don't know what it is with Danbury. They just are able to flick the switch, take momentum back on their side every time. I don't know what the Wolves have to do to try to maintain their momentum.
Puck loose, Pominville way out of the goal again, and then that one just missed on the near side. Pominville got caught way out of goal. Now it gets sent out. Stephen Brown, far side. Lifts it towards the goal. Puck loose in front. Shinkarik couldn't get a stick on it. Bronner had it, sent it in behind. Shinkarik goes back to pick it up. Keeping an eye on him is Cole Sonstable. Sonstable turning a puck onto the far side. Brown has it at the point. Holds onto it. Just going to slide it in behind to Levesque, in behind the Watertown goal. Levesque slides it out. Aaron Atwell keeps it in the zone. He'll drop it to Shinkarik. Shinkarik stops with it. Now he'll come across to the right-hand side, leaves it for Brown. Brown's just going to wrist one towards goal. Pominville able to get the blocker down on that one, knocks it down. Wolves finally able to skate the other direction, and Marvin Powell's just going to lift it into the offensive end. Wolves goalie for wholesale changes on the dump in. Aaron Atwell out the near side, took the body from Bogsel, but it's going to go right onto the stick of Anderson. Corey Anderson turns with it, sends it out to neutral ice area. Brownell has it there. He'll slide it right back to Anderson down the right-hand side. Wrists one. That goes off the leg of Asselstein. Asselstein trying to lift it out, and then falling down is going to be Pulowski, and the Wolves are going to get another power play here as a tripping call will come. And Johnny Ruiz, no argument there, knew what he did. He tried to get the stick over onto the puck, got it under the legs.
Big power play for the Wolves here.
That's just one of those plays. There's nothing you can do about it. You threw a stick out there trying to play the puck, end up tripping the guy up, and we're going to end up with a power play.
Yeah, he tried because Watertown was going to have an odd man rush. Unfortunately, yeah, the stick got caught, but Watertown needs to do something on this power play, get some momentum back.
So Derek Boudreau to the face-off circle for Watertown, wins that back to the point to Kyle Powell. Powell slides it ahead, comes right back to Pulowski all the way to the far side. Powell and a little quick passing back and forth. Quick shot coming. That went off the side and then turned to the corner. Jurich had it. Kyle Powell, nice job. Keeps it in the offensive end. Pulowski tried to leave it there and slide it towards the front of the goal. Goes all the way out on the far side, and now an opportunity for a short-handed effort here. Gordy Bonnell down into the offensive end. He'll just send the puck all the way around as the hat tricks go for a line change. So the Wolves looking to skate out with it. Puck off the boards. Prendergrass couldn't get to it. That one's going to get lifted all the way down with 1:20 remaining in the second power play for the Watertown Wolves in period number 2. Captain Kyle Powell, assistant captain, I should say, able to pick up the puck. Came out to the near side. Prendergrass lost it, and Bronner was able to send it right back into the Watertown end. 1:04 remaining in the power play. Prendergrass back down the right-hand side. Drop pass for Pulowski. Pulowski rifles one. And McGuckin finds that underneath his arm. And the problem is, if McGuckin, there's no traffic in front, he's going to make the save.
One thing I noticed Watertown's trying to do is they're trying to draw most of the hat-trick defensemen outside, and then they're dropping for the guy crashing in to have an open shot on McGuckin, but he's been equal to the task a lot this series.
So Boudreaux and Shinkarik both skate into the face-off circle one more time. Shinkarik's going to win that one. Back to the corner. Now it's going to come out to the point. Kyle Powell settles it down, shovels it ahead to Boudreaux. Boudreaux to Pulowski. Pulowski tried to backhand it to Boudreaux. That hit a skate. Derek Boudreaux's going to end up with it near side. Aaron Atwell keeps an eye on him. Then it's sent in behind. Steven Brown's just going to rifle that one around. That's going to skip by Tyler Jurich. Down the ice, that will go. 32 seconds left in the Watertown man advantage. 11:33 remaining, period number 2, as Danbury continues to hold a 2-1 advantage over the hometown Wolves here this evening. Big collision at neutral ice area. Puck goes right back as Dominic Boxel got knocked off the puck. Now Tyler Jurich ends up with a skate to the offensive end. Tried to slide it forward. Gives it to Boxel and he scores!
Great goal by the Watertown Wolves. Boxel all alone is able to beat McGuckin 5-hole.
Dominic Boxel, right place, right time, and give Tyler Jurich credit. A beautiful pass to the front of the goal.
Boxel's had a big month for the Watertown Wolves. Very young. I was able to have dinner with him last Wednesday. Very well mannered, very good kid, and he's been playing hard for the Watertown Wolves this season so far.
Dominic Boxel, young kid out of Vilnius, Latvia. 6'10", 181 pounds, and kind of a quiet kid off the ice, but making himself known since he's entered the lineup here for the Watertown Wolves.
His 7th goal of the season, scored by number 47, Dominic Boxel.
So Boxel's 7th goal of the year, and this is a kid that didn't start out in Watertown. Came in a couple of weeks into the season, and right off the bat when he was added to this lineup, he started making an impact.
Yeah, Boxel, talking to him, said he was playing in Sweden, and overseas the ice is bigger, a lot faster, so he's able to adapt a lot quicker here in Watertown.
Puck to the near side, huge collision in front as Gavrek got hauled down by Dallas Desjardins for the Wolves. Watertown turning with it, back behind his own goal. Cole Sonstable is going to settle it down for Watertown. 10:28 remaining, period number 2. Now the puck left in behind. Asselstein holds on to the loose puck. That is Sonstable in behind the Watertown goal. The hat tricks in forechecking heavily here on this change. Kasich tried to knock it down. Prendergast's going to come away with it. He'll come down the right-hand side, stops, puts the brakes on, slides it through to Boudreaux, gives it back to Port. He'll slide it back to Boudreaux behind. Puck goes all the way through. Asselstein able to back it right to the corner again. Boudreaux ends up with a loose puck, tried to get it, comes out to the center ice. Port puts it in front. Puck was loose for a second. McGuckin able to turn that one away. Now skating out on the far side, Ruiz just going to dump that cross ice. Puck goes all the way to the corner. Vladimir Port has it for Watertown. He'll send it out to the far side. Stays in the zone. Quick shot coming. Puck goes down on the ice. And Pominville able to drop down and take that away. Well, Preston Kugler has been sitting in the Watertown penalty box since we started period number 2. And guess what we had with the report? Unsportsmanlike conduct at the end of period number 1. Must have had a word with the official. So he's been sitting for the last 10 minutes. Well, I got to say hello to some friends down south listening to the Watertown Wolves this evening. Got to say hello to Danielle. She listens to all our Wolves games down there, and she was the one that actually called us last week on that open mic in between periods. She could hear all those drunks below us getting really rowdy. She laughed about that, had a good time. Also got to say say hello to my good buddy Neil, who moved away recently. He was a season ticket holder here in Watertown, Neil Edgar. I'm pretty sure Neil's probably watching the game as well.
Well, hello, Danielle and Neil.
I love it when I get these text messages later from people that are listening to the game from somewhere else around the country. That's kind of a neat deal.
Thing about Danbury I notice is the thing with the heavy forward checking is it leaves you vulnerable for those odd man rushes, and sooner or later it's going to come back to bite you.
Yeah, absolutely, Dave. Folks, we remind you, don't forget, join us on YouTube immediately following our game here tonight for the 9-Round Fitness post-game report, brought to you by 9-Round Fitness, County Route 202 here in Watertown. Get fit, never hit. That's 9-Round of Fitness. Check them out online at 9round.com. That's the number 9round.com. Puck quick shot coming from the near side. That was Nicola Levesque that let the shot go. And Jeremy Pominville able to find that one, and he'll bring another stoppage in play. So face off to the near side, skating into the circle for Watertown was Pulowski. That one got one back. Aaron Atwell let the shot go from the near side. Pulowski able to shovel it back in behind to Austin Petrie. Petrie, who was hurt in period number 1, able to get back out on the ice. Puck turned over in the defensive end. Wolves failed to clear it. Now Bogsdale goes to pick it up. Him and Bonnell have a collision in the corner. Now Anderson's going to get taken down behind the goal. No call coming. Puck comes out to Stephen Brown. He fanned on the shot, and the Wolves able to skate with it now. Bogsdale down the near side, had it poked to the corner, but Kyle Powell sneaking in, takes the puck away, tried to get a centering pass. That one broke up, but the Wolves keep it in the offensive end. Comes back to Pulowski in front again. He'll take a hit from Anderson, so the puck slides loose. Ruiz picks it up from there. He'll come down, lets a long shot go from just outside the blue line as he heads for a change. Danbury full-scale change here on that dump-in. Austin Petrie with the puck in behind, gets taken off, goes out to the far side, gathered up there by Casper Dreisen, tried to get a shot, and the puck skates out to the near side, lifted out. Derek Boudreau in a foot race, but the puck gets by him. Gavrik able to slide it out. Now Juric tangled up on the near side as he and Eric Wetzel go at it. Gavrik has it, far side, slides it right back to Ingram. Ingram tried to poke it forward. Comes to the near side. Matthias Kasich will give chase. That one sent out. Knocked down again. It looked like a high stick, but play continues on as Wetzel was able to knock it down. Now he and Boudreau get tangled up in the corner, turning with it. Cross ice pass. Gavrik fans on the shot and skating away. Here comes Prendergast down the far side. No help as he gets taken off the puck. Ends up with Nicola Levesque. Long outlet pass. Wolves intercept it from there. Boudreau had it poked away. Back the other way. Shinkarik has it. He'll rifle one. That goes off the pad of Pominville and up and out of play. 7:18 remaining. So 7:18 remaining here in period number 2. Knotted up at 2 goals apiece here. Face off to the far side. One Danbury holds onto it there. The Wolves able to take it away. Tried to tip it out of the zone. Marvin Powell had it for a second. Shinkarik's going to end up with it on the near side for the hat tricks. He'll give it to Levesque in behind. Puck comes right back to Levesque. Preston Kugler keeps an eye on him. Puck loose, goes behind. Justin Coachman's going to gather it up. Tried to poke it out of the zone, but it stays in. Gets sent forward by Kenny Garrett. Garrett able to keep it in there. Wolves lifting it up from there. Comes out to neutral ice area. Right back onto the stick of Garrett. And again backed into the zone by Nicola Levesque. Wolves outlet pass behind Dallas Desjardins. And a little sloppy passing here allows the hat tricks to hold on to it. Now a huge hit down on this side as Marvin Powell in a collision with Garrett took him to the ice. Long pass down, icing waved off. Pominville had his glove up in the air looking for it, but it was said waved off by the official. Anderson able to keep it in the offensive end, but Justin Coachman will pick it up for Watertown. He'll lift that towards center ice, and then it gets kicked ahead. Anderson ends up with it. Kugler gets it back out to neutral ice area. Aaron Atwell back to pick it up for Danbury. Sends it out to Corey Anderson. Anderson sends it cross ice, and again, that one poked back out of the zone by Justin Coachman. Loose puck far side. And Steve Brown just going to send it all the way back behind his own goal. Aaron Atwell's going to end up with it. Bogzo pinching in. Now Asselstein able to keep it in the zone. That's going to go off a stick and up and out of play.
It's good hustle by Asselstein to keep that puck in the zone. Now we're going to have an offensive zone face-off for the Wolves. I don't know how he's able to defend two defenders to keep it in.
Well, Braden Asselstein just signed a couple of weeks ago here by the Watertown Wolves. 6'2", 215 pounds out of Kingston, Ontario. So guys not too far from home. And played one game where the Wolves got suspended. So this is his actually first game here in the Watertown Municipal Arena.
Yeah, I also heard his family's here in the stands tonight.
Well, it's nice that they're only an hour away. They should be able to make a few of those trips down over the border to watch him play here in Watertown. He said he's a big kid when we saw him added to the lineup a couple of weeks ago. And he likes to mix it up. He's one of those guys, he won't back down from anybody, and we've seen that in his first 4 games here with Watertown.
In his first game, he went toe-to-toe with Ahmed Mahfouz.
Centering pass coming, that one never made it through. Then it's intercepted by Derek Boudreau. Boudreau just going to lift that one off the glass out to neutralized area. Vlad Gavrick's going to gather it up for the Hat Tricks. Tried to get it forward, intercepted by Marvin Powell. Powell able to lift that one to the offensive end, giving chase from there. Puck knocked down by Gavrick. Powell chasing him. Jurich in for checking here. Gavrick able to skate out to the near side. Now he goes right through center ice. Gavrick with a nifty little move gets the puck into the offensive end. Nikola Levesque able to keep it on the offensive side for Danbury. He'll take the puck to the corner. Centering pass broken up. Now that's going to get lifted up into the air. And a chance to break out far side. Tyler Jurich has it. Jurich skates into the offensive end, and the Wolves are going to be offside. Preston Kugler in a step ahead of Tyler Jurich. Jurich held onto the puck for one more step. Looks like he tried to handle it just a little too long. So faceoff's going to come to the far side. Dallas Desjardins against Shinkarik. Shinkarik won that one back to the defense, and it's gathered up there. Danbury looking to skate with it. Levesque file down. Aaron Atwell had it, slid it to the corner, but that one sent around to the near side by Justin Coachman. Gets out over the blue line. Atwell has it. He's just going to lift that back into the offensive end. And again, Danbury and the Wolves getting changes here on the ice. Long outlet pass, settled down, and then poked forward. Bogsel ends up with it. Works right down in front of the goal. Oh, and a beautiful save by McGuckin. And we've got a penalty coming. And down on the ice is Dominic Bogsel. He is up against the board. Delayed penalty coming, and then touched up.
Going to be on Aaron Antwell. That's a big loss for Danbury. He's one of their better defensemen in the FPHL. Wolves definitely got to take advantage of this power play.
And he's also one of their guys that they use on their power play kills, so this is going to kind of hurt. Hopefully the Wolves can take advantage here. Boudreau going to skate into the face-off circle. Didn't see what the call was, but 2 minutes up on the board. Aaron Atwell will sit down. So Derek Boudreau and Carter Shinkaruk into the face-off circle again against each other. Battle for the loose puck right between their legs. Coming away with it. Pulowski tried to get it through to Jurich. Comes back to Tyler Prendergrass, far point. He'll slide it down in deep to Jurich. Jurich turns on the far half board. Turns, gives it back to Kyle Powell near side. Powell down to the corner. Prendergrass has it. Looks towards center. Jurich goes right down the middle of the ice. Powell back to the slot. Back to Prendergrass again. Prendergrass gives it back to Powell. Powell risks that one towards the goal. Not a lot of traffic in front. And McGuckin easily finds that one. You know, we were talking back in the hallway before the game. McGuckin standing in the hallway with us right before they came out on the ice. And he's not one of the bigger guys you see playing goal. He's not very tall.
No, he's not very tall, but he makes himself stretch in the whole length of the goal. That's why he's able to been so successful this season so far.
Shinkaruk able to send that one down the length of the ice, so the Wolves have gathered up 1:24 remaining in the man advantage. Comes out to Pilot Prendergrass. Prendergrass sends it to Derek Boudreau. Boudreau gives it to Jurich. Jurich is going to rifle it into the corner. Boudreau stops it there. He's taken to the boards by Steve Brown. Battle for the loose puck. Pulowski comes away, pokes it off, gives it back to Prendergrass near side. He'll come out towards the half board, slides it all the way through. Jurich on the far point. Now comes to the slot. He and Kyle Powell change places. Pulowski walks in, lets a shot go. Rebound to Derek Boudreau near side. That hit somebody's leg in front, never made it through. Powell's going to give it back to Prendergrass, far side. Goes back to Powell in the slot. He'll send it down in deep. Pulowski turns with it, looks towards the goal, gives it back to Powell, takes it off the skate, gives it back to Pulowski, who fires one, and that right into the chest of McGuckin, who makes another save here and keeps it a 2-2 game with 2:12 remaining in period number 2. 39 seconds left in the Watertown man advantage. David, one thing that's not happening right now, the Wolves aren't getting any traffic in front of the goal.
I was just about to say that they got to get some sticks in front of the net, try to defect that puck past McGuckin. That's how the first goal was scored. Now we got to try to get another one.
Well, that puck does get out over the blue line by a couple of inches, so offside will be called. Powell tried to shovel it right back into the offense, but the official standing right there. So we get another stoppage in play. 36 seconds left in this Watertown man advantage face-off just outside the Danbury zone. Face-off back to Powell. He'll send that cross-ice to Prendergrass. Comes right back to Powell. 30 seconds left. Man advantage as they play catch. Now he gives it to Jurich on the far side. Jurich back to Powell. Powell now comes towards the blue line. Steps inside the zone. Stops on the half board. Now he'll leave it along the sides of the board for Pulowski. Pulowski gave it to Jurich, who sent it in deep, but Boudreau had turned. Now Powell able to keep it in. 8 seconds left. Man advantage. Gets it to Boudreau in front. That one misses. It came all the way through. Jurich winds up from there. Just going to put it on goal. That one went all the way through. Is going to get outside the zone. Power play is over. Aaron Atwell back out of the box. And the puck's going to come to Atwell near side. He'll gather it up. Sends it cross ice. Settled down there by Wetzel. Wetzel had it. Tried to slide it forward. But Justin Coachman there for the Wolves will take that one to the boards. They're tied up with 1:12 remaining in period number 2. Kasich able to come away with a loose puck. Centering pass coming. Puck loose under the ice. And gathered up by Jeremy Pominville.
I always get nervous with those loose pucks in front of the net. Pominville hasn't had the best of luck the past couple games with those loose pucks.
You know, that was part of the conversation earlier was, you know, Pominville a couple of times tonight being caught out of position tonight, and he's had a couple of big rebounds off shots. So 1 minute left, stays on the far side. Aaron Atwell able to keep it in the zone for Danbury. Tried to back it in front of the goal. That one came right to the side of the goal. Now Matthias Kasich and Preston Kugler have a little dance in behind the goal. And now Kugler gives Matthias Kasich a little shot. And they're going to get tangled up, and doesn't look like any punches have been thrown, so I'm not sure we'll see any penalties here. But Kasich being pushed away by one official going the other direction, and now Kugler able to skate away. Dominic Bogsel also having some words with Matthias Kasich. No call coming on either side with 51.6 seconds remaining, period number 2. So face off our side, Derek Boudreau in for the Wolves against Anderson, and it will be Boudreau coming away with it. 47 seconds left in the period. Coming forward, Boudreau able to get in the offensive end. Sonstable sends it cross ice to Prendergrass. Prendergrass turning with it, drops it in the corner for Port. Port puts it on goal. That hit a body in front. Jurich got knocked down. And now Anderson able to skate back the other way. He'll go to the far side, goes left to right, crashes in, lets a quick shot go. That's off the chest of Jeremy Pominville. Steve Brown ends up with the rebound, gives it right back to the far side. Bonnell turning with it, looking towards center, drops it into Anderson in the corner. He'll give it back into Ruiz. Ruiz lofted off his stick. Puck gets centered again. Port going to get it. 4 seconds left in the period, and that's going to bring an end to it as Johnny Ruiz tried to come to the front, get a shot, and the period will end knotted up at 2 goals apiece. Well, both teams able to take advantage here in period number 2. Danbury got a goal at 3:36 of the period. Nicola Levesque assisted by Carter Shinkaruk. An even strength goal made it 2-1 in favor of Danbury. Then the Wolves got a power play goal at 8:46 of the period. Dominic Bogzel nets the goal, assisted by Tyler Jurich and by Kyle Powell. That made it 2-2, and that's the way we'll end up after 40 minutes of play here at the Watertown Municipal Arena. Danbury outshot Watertown 17-15, period number 2. Total for the game, 26 for Watertown, 25 for Danbury. Wolves with 5 power play opportunities, 2 power play goals. Danbury is 0 for 1 on power play opportunities. We'll take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard here tonight in the Federal Prospect Hockey League. The Delaware Thunder down in Columbus, Georgia, taking on the River Dragons tonight, and the Delaware Thunder come away with a 5-3 win down in Columbus. Big win for the Thunder. I believe their 4th win on the year now tonight. The Carolina Thunderbirds are in Menor, Ohio, taking on the Menor Icebreakers tonight. Thunderbirds lead 2-1 that game in period number 3. The Elmira Enforcers 5-0 over the Battle Creek Rumbabees. That game in Battle Creek, Michigan this evening. And Elmira looking to take 2 from Battle Creek out there on the road. And in Danville, Illinois tonight, the Danville Dashers and the Port Huron Prowlers skating a 1-1 tie after 2 periods of play in Danville. Well, David, we've seen Watertown doing everything they need to do. And again, every time we've had the opportunity to get back in front, or to get in front, I should say, Danbury's had an answer, but the Wolves looked a lot stronger in period number 2.
The Watertown Wolves have been playing a lot better this game, I think, than in any of the games this season so far. So let's just hope the Watertown Wolves can stay out of the box, get some more power plays, get some more goals, and they'll be able to end this slump of 5 games and go into Christmas with a nice cushion on second place, with Menor trailing right now, but anything could happen in the FPHL.
Absolutely. And it's our last game here before the Christmas break. We'll be back home next weekend. We'll be here on Friday night for the Delaware Thunder. Will be in the house on Friday, and then we'll be back here on Monday on the 30th. The Elmira Enforcers will be back in the Watertown Municipal Arena again. The hated in-state rivals will be here. My buddy, John Clement, the announcer for the Elmira Enforcers, will be here. John and I always have a good time together. We laugh quite a bit, and does a great job. You're actually going to be on vacation, so you're going to miss a couple games.
Yeah, I'm heading back home in Rochester, New York for the weekend. I'm actually going to see the AHL Rochester Americans play next Friday against the Belleville Senators. It's been probably about 6-7 years since I've been back to the Blue Cross Arena. Really looking forward to it, but I'll still be following the Watertown Wolves as I live, breathe, and die of Watertown hockey.
Well, as we said, after 40 minutes of play, knotted up at 2 goals apiece, 20 more minutes of regulation hockey yet to go. So we ask you to stick around. We're going to take a short break here from the Watertown Municipal Arena. For David Page, my name is Jeff Barrett. And for Eric Thorstein from ThunderForce Media, we'll be back in just a couple of minutes. Don't go away. We got a lot more hockey to go.
got their socks too.
And looks like it's it, ladies and gentlemen. The $421 progressive jackpot continues next Friday night when the Delaware Thunder come to town for a 7:30 game. We are going to give away $20 tonight. That's not too bad. The puck closest to center ice is going to get $20, and that puck number is 172. The contestant who tried puck number 172. Congratulations, you got $20. And as I mentioned, next Friday night, Delaware Thunder are in town for a 7:30 game, and the progressive jackpot will grow from $421. Make sure you get your Chopper Pucks prior to the game. Brought to you by Massey's Furniture Bar. Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to remind you that the beer garden closes at the end of the second intermission. So it is last call at the beer garden for this evening. Fans, we'd also like for you to get out one more time tonight your lucky programs, because it's time to announce tonight's lucky number for our participant in the Whitesboro Ball Shop Shootout Contest, coming up during our 90-second media break in the third period. So if you are holding lucky program number 20, lucky program number 20, congratulations, you're tonight's contestant for the Whitesboro Ball Shop Shootout Contest. Please report to our penalty box area immediately, and during our 90-second media timeout in the third period, we'll bring you on the ice, and you'll have a chance to shoot for a brand new plow, courtesy of Whitesboro Plow Shop. We're looking for lucky program number 20. Report to our penalty box area right now.
Well, welcome back to the Watertown Municipal Arena. We get set for period number 3. Your Watertown Wolves and the Danbury Hat Trick skating to a 2-2 tie after 40 minutes of play. Tonight's broadcast brought to you by Fusillo Subaru in Watertown, located at 18352 US Route 11. That's Washington Street, just outside the city. New and used Subaru sales and service. Your car buying experience is their #1 priority. Their staff looks forward to the challenge of meeting and exceeding your expectations when it comes to purchasing your next Subaru. You can browse online at FusilloSubaru.com or visit them on Outer Washington Street in Watertown. Fusillo Subaru, official sponsors of your live broadcast of your Watertown Wolves. Well, period number 3 getting ready to kick off here at the Big Barn in Watertown. 2-2 tie after 40 minutes of play. David, we've seen an exciting game so far. Both teams have had opportunities to take the lead here. It was a great contest through the second frame.
Yeah, I think this is going to come down to the wire once again. Usually the last couple games, Watertown's behind, but their play tonight, I can honestly say is a lot better than the last couple weeks. Let's hope they come out with the intensity, put a couple goals in, then they can bunker down, play some defense, maintain possession, and run out the clock and get the 3 points, much needed 3 points.
So 20 minutes of play in regulation to decide this one. Both teams making their way back out onto the ice. A hotly contested period number 2. Kind of fun to watch. Hopefully period number 3 will provide that same type of excitement. Before we get started, take one more quick look at the out-of-town scoreboard. The Delaware Thunder come up with a 5-3 win down in Columbus, Georgia tonight, taking on the Columbus River Dragons. The Carolina Thunderbirds continue their winning ways. 2-1 win over the Menor Icebreakers in Menor, Ohio this evening. The Elmira Enforcers 5-0 over the Battle Creek Rumblebees. Battle Creek still looking for their first win in their inaugural season here in the Federal Prospect Hockey League. And in Danville, Illinois, the Danville Dashers hosting the Port Huron Prowlers out of Port Huron, Michigan. They are knotted up at 2 goals apiece after 2 periods of play. Again, we'll take a quick look at the schedule upcoming. The Watertown Wolves will be home next Friday night to the hosting the Delaware Thunder, 7:30 start on a Friday evening. Then a special Monday evening game on the 30th. The Elmira Enforcers back in Watertown to take on your Watertown Wolves. Wolves on the road after that. They'll be in Columbus, Georgia on the 3rd and 4th of the new year, taking on the Columbus River Dragons all the way down in Georgia. Well, we start period number 3. Both goaltenders continue on the ice. Watertown between the pipes again continues to be Jeremy Pominville, who has got all but 2 starts here in the 2019-2020 season. The other end of the ice, Tom McGuckin, and takeaway here by Dallas Desjardins. He'll rip a shot, goes off a stick, went high off of the glass. Justin Coachman just going to slide it right back in front. McGuckin able to turn that one aside. Aaron Atwell tried to slide it to the corner. Now Carter Shinkaruk ends up with it. Shinkaruk comes down to the near end, skates by Justin Coachman, but fanned on the shot. Shinkaruk held it, keeps it in front, tried to get it back to Bronner in front, but he couldn't hold it. Comes back to Nikola Levesque, out to the point to Dallas Ingram. Ingram tried to back it in front. That one knocked down. Wolves control from there. Now skating out, Preston Kugler slides it up through the slot. That one skipped over Jamie Lucas' stick all the way down to the offensive end. Gathering up in behind will be Gavrick. Gavrick racing back to the offensive end for the Hat Tricks. Left the puck in the corner. Ruiz had it taken away. Bonner holds on to it. Centering pass coming, they score! Ruiz able to get the puck to the front of the goal, and it's going to be Corey Anderson who puts it over the top of Jeremy Pominville. And just like we talked about, the Danbury Hat Tricks, give them all the credit in the world. Every time Watertown has been able to knot it up, the Hat Tricks have come right back. This is 4 games in a row now where the Wolves have had a hard time getting even a lead over Danbury. They've evened it up a bunch of times, and Danbury gets it right back.
Luckily, it's still early in the 3rd period. Lots of time left.
Puck set right back in, goes off the stick of Jeremy Pominville, gathered up in behind. Vladimir Port's going to skate out of the Watertown end with it. He's just going to lift that one down to the corner. He'll take a big hit from Gordy Bono. Puck comes back in front, down onto the ice, and trying to get a stick on it was Tyler Prendergrass. Had to redirect, but McGuckin standing right there, able to take it away. Now this one gets lifted all the way across ice. Gordy Bono down the near side, waits for help. Turning there, goes back to the corner. He'll hold on to it on the half board. Gets taken off by Vladimir Port, but he'll leave the puck down in deep to Garrett. Garrett, now we got a penalty coming, delayed penalty coming to the Watertown Wolves. Puck in front, that one turned aside by Pominville. Gathered up by Garrett, Weitzel sends it right back out in front. Redirect, touched up by the Wolves, and we'll get a stoppage in play. Looks like Dominic Bogsel is going to go for 2 minutes for Watertown. And it will be 2 minutes for tripping to Dominic Bogsel. The Wolves so far this year have been shorthanded 63 times. They've allowed 11 power play goals. Puck goes to the corner, comes right out in front. Jeremy Pominville had to cover that one up. Corey Anderson looking for his 2nd goal here of the period, as he was standing right on the doorstep, took a couple of shots at it. Pominville able to keep it out though. Pulowski wins the faceoff. It goes all the way around. Nikola Levesque can't reach it, so it's going to roll all the way down into the Danbury end. This will help take a couple of seconds off the power play kill here for Watertown. Dallas Desjardins in for checking, puck out to the near side. Ruiz has it, drops it for Shinkarik. Shinkarik comes towards center ice, lost it for a second. So the Hat Tricks had to slow down, get back onside. Now he'll give it to Ruiz. It comes in again. Ruiz to Bronner, near side, stops on the half board, looks towards the front of the net. Now he drops it back to Shinkarik at the point. He'll send it in deep, turning with it. Anderson lets a shot go. That goes off the leg of Justin Coachman all the way out to neutral ice area. The big kid out of Rochester, New York, able to get a leg down on that one. Puck through center ice. Corey Anderson breaking down. Got Derek Boudreau all over his backside. Bronner has it into the corner. Centering pass coming. Puts it right up onto the shoulder of Jeremy Pominville. Will get a stoppage in play. 16:45 remaining in regulation. 55 seconds left in the man advantage. Well, David, the Wolves got to be scratching their heads like we talked about earlier. It's what at this point do we do to get in front of these guys?
Obviously, we got to kill this power play. Can't go down by 2 in the third period, or else it's going to be a very hard climb back up and trying to get to 3 points.
You know, we've talked about it. McGuckin's made some great saves, but the Wolves aren't getting a lot of traffic in front. Now we got another penalty coming, and that will be a cross-check penalty to Vladimir Port. So Port's going to sit down, and now they're going to... The Danbury Hat Tricks will be skating 5-on-3 for the next 37 seconds. David, I think what we saw right there was just a little bit of frustration.
Yeah, Matthias K's been messing around with the Watertown Wolves all night. Vladimir Port just, I think, has had enough of it.
So face off out to the far side, gathered up, comes back to the near side. Aaron Atwell settles the puck down. He'll go towards the slot. Now he looks towards Bonnell. Bonnell down the near side, trying to give it back to him, and it was too far for Aaron Atwell to get to. The puck comes all the way back out of the neutral ice area. Hat Tricks have to get back on side. Atwell turning it, sends it down the far side, gathering up will be Bonnell. Bonnell looks to the corner. Now he'll give it back to Gavrick. Gavrick on the far half board. Gives it back to Atwell. Atwell looks towards the goal. Skates up, fakes the shot, gives it back to Gavrick. Gavrick gives it back to him. The shot hit a leg. And right out of the penalty box is Dominic Bonzo. Puck way too far for him to get to, but at least going to help take some time off this next power play. Danbury remains on the power play for the next minute and 9 seconds. Wolves trying to kill off 2 minors here. Puck coming out onto the near side, comes through center ice. Corey Anderson has the puck. He'll skate to the far side, goes down to the left corner, looks towards the front of the goal. Asselstein standing right in his way. Now Ruiz ends up with it on the far side, gives it back to Levesque. Levesque down in to Phil Bronner. Bronner has the puck taken away. Now Dominic Bogsel able to send that one the length of the ice and take a few seconds off the kill here. With 15:05 remaining regulation, 37 seconds left in the man advantage. Puck comes all the way back through. Anderson, pass was behind him, came off the boards in front of him. Carter Shinkarik going to end up with it. He'll send it to the near side. Ruiz just going to chip that one forward. Bronner lifts it cross ice to the corner. Preston Kugler gives chase, but Ruiz going to end up with it for the Hat Tricks. Put it in front. That hit the side of the net. And now poked along by Derek Boudreau. Boudreau breaking out. He's got a 2-on-1 with Jamie Lucas. Lucas lets a shot go. He missed it on the near side. Big rebound. Goes out to Nicolo Levesque. And the Hat Tricks racing right back the other way. Jamie Lucas, a great single-handed effort to come back and take the puck away. Lucas down in the corner. We are back to all even. He'll get tangled up. Puck comes out on the near side. Asselstein racing in collision as the puck comes out to neutral ice area. Dallas Desjardins holds on to it. Puck came back to Braden Asselstein on the near side, and Asselstein holds on to it. He'll take it behind the Watertown goal. Wolves look to set up their offense from there. Pulowski just going to lift it into the offensive end, but that will turn right back to neutral ice by Steve Brown. Slides right back to Brown, though. He'll hold on to the puck, try to get it out to Shinkarik once again. Slid it out to the near side. My apologies. That was Casper Dreisen that the puck came to. This one high off the glass. Pulowski able to tap that one forward. Steve Brown has to go back, pick it up for Danbury in behind his own goal. He'll slide it around to Dallas Ingram on the far side. Ingram lift that out towards neutral ice area. Drop pass onto the far side. McKasick had it. Kasich tried to get the shot. That went to the corner, and then it's gathered up there. Preston Kugler tried to take it away. Matthias Kasich going to end up with it one more time. He'll turn with it. Left the puck there for Dreisen. Dreisen centering pass came to Ingram. He rifled one. That hit a leg in front, went to the corner. Puck loose all the way around to the far side. Justin Coachman just took a huge hit on the far side as he took Casper Dreisen to the ice. Puck skips out to neutral ice area. Kyle Powell's going to end up with it for the Wolves. Gets inside the blue line. Tried to send it cross ice. Derek Boudreau goes to pick up the loose pass far side. He's got Nikola Levesque on his back, and then that puck's going to be taken away. We got a penalty coming. And the Wolves are going to get another power play opportunity here with 12:35 left. David, I'm not sure what happened. That was behind the play.
I honestly can't say either.
Well, it's going to be Dallas Ingram, former Watertown Wolf, went back here when they won the Commissioner's Cup Championship in 2018. Going to sit down for 2 minutes. Elbowing was the call. So the Wolves again, extra man opportunity, 12:30 remaining in regulation. Puck on the far side. Pulowski has it, sends it into Derek Boudreau deep. Boudreau turns with it. He'll come back towards the far point. Settles the puck down, gives it back to Prendergast. Prendergast to Powell. Powell tried to slide it in front. Jurich put it down on front of the ice. Puck loose on the far side and then gathered up by McGuckin. And a lot of bodies down on the ice in front of the goal. And we'll get a stoppage in play. The Wolves with an opportunity right there, but McGuckin able to take it away from him. So face off to the far side. It'll be Derek Boudreau skating in one more time against Shankar. It comes to the near side. Prendergast settles the puck down. Gets it into Jurich in the corner. Jurich gives it back to Powell in the slot. He'll give it down to the far side. Quick shot coming. Puck loose on the far side. Boudreau held onto it. Tried to get it to the front to Tyler Jurich. And that's going to get lifted all the way down into the Watertown end. Kyle Powell settles that one down off his stick. Then it's left for Derek Boudreau on the far side. Boudreau's pass comes all the way through to Powell. Powell settles it down with his feet, holds onto the puck near side, gives it to Jurich. Jurich looks towards the front of the goal. He'll send it in deep to Prendergast. Comes back to Jurich. Jurich to Powell in the slot. Powell slides it down deep to Pulowski. Pulowski gives it back to him. Powell, a one-timer, and the puck redirected in front, but missed the far side of the goal, and comes right back to Boudreau. Boudreau gave it back to Prendergast. Skips over his stick. 50 seconds left in the Watertown man advantage. Jurich back to the offensive side, gives it back to Kyle Powell. Powell rifles it in front, that hits the stick, and up and out of play. Well, the Wolves getting some good looks here with 41 seconds left in the power play. David, the problem again, no traffic in front of Tom McGuckin.
Just trying to get a little bit in front of the net, but McGuckin's able to see every puck, so he's going to make the save every time. Got to get more bodies in front of him if they're going to try to get this one in with the 41 seconds left.
So back to action, 11:13 remaining in regulation, 37 seconds left in the man advantage. Came through the front. Jurich couldn't get the redirect on it. Goes back to Kyle Powell. The Wolves keep it in the offensive end. Prendergast has it. Comes back to Tyler Jurich. Jurich sends it back to Kyle Powell in the slot. Powell down deep into the far side to Dominic Bogzo. Bogzo sends it into Boudreau. Comes crashing towards the goal. Boudreau sent it back out to Powell. Powell lifts that one in, and that's right into the chest of McGuckin. He'll cover that one up and bring a stoppage in play. Again, the Wolves doing what they need to. They're getting to the front of the goal, but McGuckin's able to see the shot the whole way in.
That's the downfall lately with Watertown, not enough bodies in front of the net.
So face off to the far side one more time. Boudreau skates into the face-off circle for the Wolves. Puck down on the ice, gets poked out to the blue line. Kyle Powell able to keep it in the zone. He'll stop with it, gives it back to Bogzo. Bogzo the near guy to Prendergast. Prendergast back to Powell. Powell tried to center it. That went off a leg. Prendergast able to keep it in the zone. Penalty is over. We're back to all even. And right back the other way, Dallas Ingram rifles a shot. That goes off the skate of Tyler Prendergast. Oh, a centering pass. Just missed on the far side. Puck comes right back in front. That one lifted softly out to neutral ice area. Derek Boudreau had it, tried to send it in, and then he'll go for a change. The Wolves wholesale change on this dump in. Puck back through neutral ice area, and here comes Matthias Kasich down the near side, just going to lift that one towards the goal, and Jeremy Pominville's going to jump up, glove that one out of midair, bring a stoppage in play. 9:59 remaining in regulation here from the Watertown Municipal Arena.
Like 18.
Well, we got a timeout here on the ice, our media timeout at the Watertown Municipal Arena. Don't forget, folks, join us post-game on the 9-Round Fitness post-game report. Immediately following tonight's game, you can find it on our YouTube page as well as our Facebook page. That is the 9-Round Fitness post-game report. Check out 9-Round Fitness at County Route 202 in Watertown. You can see them online at 9round.com. That's the number 9round.com. 9-Round Fitness. Get fit, never hit. Official sponsors of your post-game report. Folks, don't forget our Friday night games. If you can't get to the arena, they're streamed live on Tunes and 92.5. Tunes 92.5 in Watertown has you covered for all your Watertown Wolves home games on Friday evening. Tune in and listen to all the action. Don't forget to listen to Johnny Keegan every Wednesday at 5 p.m. for Coach's Corner with Coach Paul McLean and some of your favorite Watertown Wolves players. Listen to Tunes 92.5, 104.5 during the week for your chance to score game tickets. Tunes 92.5, proud sponsors of your Watertown Wolves. And folks, we do have to apologize. We've had some internet issues here tonight. A lot of internet issues, I guess, in northern New York from what I'm being told. And we've had a few little minor glitches. Hopefully it hasn't affected your feed too much. I know we've lost audio a couple of different times tonight. Dallas Desjardins tried to put the puck in front, comes off to the near side. Kugler just going to rifle one across. Desjardins is going to end up with a loose puck near side. Gets it in behind to Jamie Lucas. Lucas is going to get tripped, goes down. No call. The official standing right there. And the fans in Watertown letting the official have it. Puck loose near side. Justin Coachman tangled up with Shinkarik for the loose puck. Jamie Lucas able to skate away with it. Left it for Marvin Powell near side. Powell comes in, rifles one towards the goal. McGuckin turns that one to the corner. Puck was loose on the near side. Powell going to pick it up. Now he's tangled up in behind. He'll go down to his knees. Coming away with it is Derek Boudreau. Boudreau slid it all the way through. Powell goes to pick it up. He'll slide it back out to Sonstable. Sonstable put it in front. Jurich couldn't put a stick on it. Had a wide open side of the net. Couldn't get the blade of the stick on it. Quick shot coming. That hit a leg. Comes back out to neutral ice area. Vladimir Port turning with it. Slides it into the offensive end. He'll turn with it there. Gets knocked down by Boudreau. He'll keep it in the offensive end. Port's just going to slide one towards the front of the goal. That one right up into the stomach of McGuckin. It will get a stoppage in play.
Section 8, stand up, make a little noise.
Well, Dave, the Wolves are getting their opportunities here.
Like we said, nobody's in front of the net. McGuckin's going to see it the whole time.
Back to action. We go one more time. Wolves trying to keep the puck in the offensive end. Went all the way through. Prendergast trying to put a stick on it. Was skating out on the far side. Crashing down the left-hand side is Thomas Freeman. Freeman not seeing much action tonight for Danbury. Back out on the ice now. Bonner sends it into the corner. Turning with it there. Freeman again falling down. This time puck turned over. The Wolves able to lift that one out of the zone. Prendergast brought it out and leaves it for Tyler Jurich. Jurich slides it ahead to Cole Sonstable. Sonstable sends it forward. That one's going to get into the corner. Steve Brown's going to cover it up for the hat tricks and keep it in the offensive end. The Wolves doing a phenomenal job keeping that inside the blue line, but then it does squirt out. Huge collision far side between Asselstein and Corey Anderson. Wolves right back to the offensive side. Bogsel had a centering pass to Jurich, got knocked down, and then it goes back to Corey Anderson. 7:25 remaining regulation. Danbury back to the offensive end. Lift the puck all the way down through. Pominville out of his goal, settles the puck down there. Tried to back it around. That hit a body in front and never came through. Casper Dreisen was right there in the way. Matthias Kasich ends up with it near side. Gets it in deep to Dreisen once again. Puck loose on the near boards, gets settled in. Eric Witzel had it. Wolves able to skate away with it. Long centering pass to Kyle Powell. That hit somebody on the way through, but the Wolves able to keep the pressure on. Now it gets rifled all the way around to the near side. It's gathered up there by Dreisen. Dreisen able to lift that one cross ice to the corner. Austin Petrie back to pick it up for Watertown. He'll turn with it. Left it in behind. Skating back will be Pulowski to pick it up. 6:32 remaining in regulation. Comes off to the near side, gathered up there and turned over in center ice. Bronner sends it right back to the offensive end for Danbury. Puck goes out on the far side. He's going to get over the stick of Jamie Lucas. Wolves couldn't skate with it. Now it's going to end up on Stephen Brown's stick as he'll just send it back through neutral ice area. Shinkar racing in to try to pick it up, but Preston Kugler able to lift it to the far side, gets it out of the zone. They'll get it back to neutral ice, now skating up again. Jamie Lucas, nifty little move, gets it into the corner. Centering pass coming, and then a huge collision in behind. Marvin Powell tried to get it in front, taken away there. Stephen Brown skates right back the other direction. He'll lift it into the offensive end, go for a change. Nikola Levesque able to hold on to it, takes it into the corner, has it taken away by Vladimir Port. He'll give it off to the near side. Prendergrass sends it cross ice. Port trying to get it back. Too far from Kugler, and we'll get an icing call on the Wolves. So face-off's going to come all the way back to the other end. .531 remaining in regulation. Dave, the Wolves in the midst of a losing streak right now, trying to find any way to put an end to that.
They got to figure out something. Time's running out.
Puck goes in, quick shot off the side. Ruiz tried to set an odd angle shot. That one turned aside, stays right in the offensive end though. Puck far side gathered up there. Boudreau trying to lift it out to center ice. That hit a skate. Anderson tried to get it right back. Left it for Bono. Bono lets a shot go. Puck loose. And now it's up on top of the cage. And we'll get a stoppage in play. Well, Danbury trying to find that one last goal here to see if they can't put some assurance up on the board here. 3-2, 5:05 remaining in regulation. Puck rifled around all the way to the near side, gets outside the zone, but then sent right back in by Stephen Brown. That one right on goal. So Pominville had to knock that down, left it there for Sonstabo. Comes to the near side, tipped ahead to Derek Boudreau. Boudreau down the left-hand side. Skates all the way in behind the goal, left it there. Prendergrass going to pick it up. Jurich was there, and then gathered up by McGuckin as he'll cover it up on the far side of the cage and bring a stoppage in play. So the Watertown Wolves here almost getting into that desperation mode right now.
Yeah, it's crunch time for the Watertown Wolves. They got to figure out some way to score.
Well, as we said, in the midst of a losing streak right now, and right now trailing by a goal with 4:39 remaining in regulation. Not the way you want to go into that break at Christmas time, because you're going to have a lot of time to think about it.
As I said early in the game, first place is slipping away with Danbury. They got to get some 3 points or some kind of points here. Even tying the game before it's in overtime, they'd still get a point at least in the standings.
Yeah, we said Danbury coming into tonight holding on to the number 1 spot now in the Eastern Division, taking that away from Watertown a week ago. 38 points. Watertown has 33 points. Menor also has 33 points, but statistically Watertown with a .5 or .611 winning percentage to a .579. Puck off on the loose side, on the far side, I should say. Goal's going to come up. That'll bring another stoppage in play. The only good thing tonight for Watertown is Menor also lost earlier this evening, so a loss isn't going to hurt, but it's not going to help the Wolves here tonight.
It only makes it closer in tiebreakers when it comes down to it at the end of the year. They got to find some wins and get them quick.
So 4:16 remaining regulation, face-off near side offensive end for the Hat Tricks. Quick shot coming from Corey Anderson. Puck loose on the far side. Ruiz had turned it. Wolves take it from there. Derek Boudreau intercepts the pass on the far side. Boudreau looks to skate out, puts the brakes on. He's got Bonner right on his backside. Cole Sonstable settles the puck in behind the Watertown goal, leaves it there for Tyler Jurich. Jurich looking to skate out. Sends the puck cross ice to Vladimir Port. Comes right back to Prendergast. To Port, tried to put it in front. That one knocked down. The puck out on the near side. Cole Sonstable able to keep it in the zone. Gives it off to Tyler Prendergast. Prendergast rifles one through. Puck loose on the ice. Rebound on the near side. McGuckin lost his stick. It's behind the goal. And now with the puck coming the other way, he's able to gather it up as Gavrik skates into the offensive end. Left the puck in behind for Gordy Bonnell. Bonnell with a battle for the loose puck, come away with it. Dallas Ingram sneaking in, puts pressure on the backside of Derek Boudreau with 3:10 remaining in regulation. Boudreau tried to skate out. He's just tried to slide it forward as he'll go for a change. But the Hat Trick's going to end up with the puck in their defensive end. Mateus Kasich just lift that out towards center ice, gets knocked down and sent forward into the offensive end. Casper Dreisen again slides it into the offensive side. Kasich goes to pick up the puck. He'll get knocked down behind the goal. Wolves able to take that one away. Pulowski had it, slides it out to the near side, gives it to Dominic Bogsel. Bogsel tried to get it to Powell. Powell leaves it there for Pulowski. Pulowski had it taken away, but it came right back to Kyle Powell. Now Powell's going to get taken off the puck. Puck comes outside the blue line. Bogsel goes off his stick, comes back the other way. Stephen Brown able to get in the offensive end with 2:21 remaining in regulation. And the fans here in Watertown starting to get a little antsy right now. Not liking the way this streak is going for Watertown, who started out with one of the hottest streaks in the season. They have turned it around and headed the wrong way over the last 6 games. So icing will be the call as the puck goes all the way back to the other end. So they'll bring it down to the Watertown end with just 2:03 remaining in regulation.
Coach going to take a time out here and work up something with the boys.
I'm sure right now that conversation is, when do we pull Pominville? When does Coach McLean want to take him off, get that extra skater, and see if they can't take advantage of that?
First, they got to get to their own end. Danbury's doing a heavy forecheck this period, forcing mistakes, so we got to get possession and get out of our end very quickly.
So Coach Paul McLean talks to his team. Bill McCurry doing the same with his squad over there about the last 2:03 of period number 3 here, regulation. As we said, the Wolves in a dogfight right now, trying to find a way to get out of that streak, break that losing streak. Pominville's going to make his way back out to the net with 2:03 remaining. Obviously, with the faceoff coming in the Watertown end of the ice, he has to be out there, but you've got to wonder when it goes to the offensive end if he's going to slide towards the bench and get that extra skater out on the ice.
It's going to be fairly quickly here within the next 20 seconds.
So face-off near side, one to the corner, but not out of the zone as Bronner's able to send it right back towards the goal. Pulowski ends up with it, but Shinkarik's going to take it away, and then it comes back to Preston Kugler. He'll slide it to the far side to Coachman. Coachman just tried to lift that out to neutral ice area to Kyle Powell. Powell backed it over to Pulowski, and then Bogsville got it back to Pulowski, who sends it in forward. The Wolves get a couple of changes here. Puck coming out far side as Nikola Levesque able to slip it forward. Gets it in the neutral ice area, but the Wolves ends up with the puck one more time. Kyle Powell turning with it. avoids the check on the far side. Now sends it to Vladimir Port, near corner. Port able to slide it forward. Prendergast tipped to the offensive end. That one taken away. Comes right back the other direction. Shinkarik rifles a shot. That went high above the goal. Puck came right back out in front. Shinkarik sends it around to the far side. Now Jurich tangled up with Dallas Ingram. Here's a 2-on-1 opportunity for the Wolves. Puck in front. Prendergast couldn't get a stick on it. Ends up with Derek Boudreau. Goes back to Cole Sonstable. Sonstable to the far side. Stephen Brown keeps an eye on him. Puck loose on the far side. Sonstable able to keep the puck. Got it back to Jurich. Jurich tried to rifle it around. Came to Vladimir Port. Port shoved it forward, but it got knocked down. Lifted out to neutral ice again with 40 seconds remaining. Wolves skating down. Kyle Powell shoots and scores!
Danbury let him skate in, and he had all day long to put that shot away. We have a tie game. What a
Kyle
goal by
Powell, single-hander effort. Picks up the out left pass, intercepts it, skates in and rifles it to the back of the goal.
Great individual effort by Powell. Couldn't have asked for a better shot. No way McGuckin was getting to that.
35 seconds left in regulation, and we are knotted up at 3 apiece. Face off right back to the offensive end for Danbury. Shot from Ruiz missed. Rebound come out on the far side. And now we got a stoppage in play. Looks like the goal may have come off on the near side. 25.4 seconds, and the Wolves showing a little bit of life once again. Well, we said Kyle Powell with the single-handled effort. Puck goes out to the far side, settled down there by Aaron Atwell. Atwell's just going to try to lift that towards the goal. Ruiz ends up with it behind, tried to get it back to Gordy Bonnell. Bonnell couldn't handle it. Puck loose on the far side. Ruiz turning with it, skates right out in front of the goal. Lets the shot go. That one knocked down, and now with 6 seconds left, the Wolves going back the other direction. And they're going to run out of time here. We're going to head to overtime.
One thing good you could say is at least Watertown's going to leave here with a point and get an extra lead on Menor for second place.
So we get set for overtime. 5 minutes up on the board. Overtime action in the Federal Prospect Hockey League. 5 minutes on the board. They'll skate 3-on-3 for those 5 minutes. If we don't have a winner, then we will go to a shootout. Well, David, as you said, at least they're going to come away with at least a point tonight, which is a good thing after the way things have been going.
Now let's just hope we can get that extra point and end this real quick. Luckily, Watertown has a lot of skilled players in the team this year. So either way you look, there's going to be some solid skaters on the ice for every line. Could definitely see Boudreau, Jurich, and Prendergast or Powell out there first for Watertown.
So a 3-minute break in between periods here before we get ready to go back to action.
Ladies and gentlemen, Federal Hockey League rules for overtime. A 5-minute overtime will be played. 3-on-3 skaters. First team to score will win in overtime.
Going back to that goal, Jeff, you notice Danbury skaters were more focused on the man crash on the backside, leaving Powell wide open. He had a similar goal like that last year in overtime to win it for us on Pink Night, but still they were focusing more on the man crashing than the actual puck handler, which enabled Powell to roof that. No way McGuckin was getting to it.
So as I said, about another minute 20 before we get to our overtime period. One more look around the Federal Prospect Hockey League again. In Columbus, Georgia tonight, the Delaware Thunder 5-3 winners over the River Dragons. The Carolina Thunderbirds 2-1 winners over Menor, Ohio in Menor tonight. The Elmira Enforcers 5-1 over the Battle Creek Rumblebees. And 3-2 now, Port Huron leads the Danville Dashers in Danville, Illinois.
I think with that loss, the Battle Creek Rumblebees have now tied for the worst start in any minor league hockey team at 0-22. Last night they gave a valiant effort, but just came up 6-5 short against Elmira. Let's hope that their win is getting better, and it's coming. Starting to get some solid players on each line. It's all a matter of time. Get them some solid more players, and maybe they'll get one. Watertown Wolves fans really picking it up for their home team. Like to see Watertown get a win here. It's been 5 games. They're due for one.
So Jeremy Pominville back out onto the ice for the Watertown Wolves, trying to get back to that win column. And again, they will switch ends here for the next 5 minutes.
Danbury is coming up with Big Phil Bronner, Aaron Antwell, and Carter Shinkurik.
On the flip side of that, it looks like it'll be Dave Pulowski along with Kyle Powell and Derek Boudreau to get things started for the Wolves.
It's a very solid line, a lot of speed and puck handlers on that line.
And you can see with Watertown, they're looking at 3 guys with soft hands. So hopefully get something going in front of the goal. Face-off one comes back to Aaron Atwell for the Dashers. He'll give it to Phil Bronner. Bronner takes it off behind his own goal, gets it back to Atwell. The Wolves in forechecking here. Atwell's going to end up with it. Comes down the left-hand side, stops, puts a shot on. That one goes off the pad of Jeremy Pominville. Atwell very quickly go get the rebound, puts the puck in front, down on the ice. Huge save by Pominville.
That quick glove by Pominville saves the day.
Golden opportunity for the Danbury Hat-Tricks, and Jeremy Pominville able to glove that one out of midair. That was a rifle towards the net. Face off near side. Jurich going to win that one to Vladimir Port. Port sends it right back to Jurich now as the Wolves get 3 different skaters out on the ice. He's got Jurich coming down the near side. He'll give it to Tyler Prendergrass. Prendergrass walks into the offensive end, lets a big shot go. Huge rebound back the other way. Johnny Ruiz has it. He'll come into the offensive end, turns with the puck there, left it to the near side, leaves it for Nicola Levesque. Levesque turning. Prendergrass keeps an eye on him. Down into the corner, centering pass coming. That one broken up, but Levesque able to pick up the loose puck. 4 minutes left in the overtime period. Levesque comes right back to the short slot, had it poked away, but it came right back to him. Comes all the way out, gets outside the blue line, so Ruiz come back to pick it up for the Hat-Tricks. He'll leave it for Vlad Gavrik now. Gavrik, Bonnell, and Anderson on the ice for Danbury. Flip side of that, Derek Boudreau for the Wolves with Dallas Desjardins and Vladimir Port. Anderson comes out, rifles one off the top of the goal, above the goal I should say, comes back to Bonnell again. Bonnell lets a shot go, puck loose on the ice. Anderson controlling the rebound, tried to get a backhand to Bonnell. Bonnell couldn't get to it, but Danbury keeping the pressure on. Puck stays in the offensive end. Bonnell's just going to send it to the corner, then he'll look for a change. Pominville settles the puck down and gives it to Vladimir Port in behind. Port's going to leave it there for Derek Boudreau. Boudreau looking for a lane to skate up the ice. Now here goes Boudreau, puts the brakes on, leaves it for Prendergrass. Prendergrass to the corner, stopping with it there, gives it back to Cole Sonstable. Sonstable fired one, missed on the far side. He'll get his own rebound, turning, gives it back to Prendergrass, near side Prendergrass to Boudreau. Boudreau skating up, comes down the near side, left it for Sonstable. Sonstable fires it towards the goal, and that one covered up by Tom McGuckin. He'll bring a stoppage in play.
Overtime, get your heart pumping. Can't even breathe during this period. I know I can.
So faceoff's going to come to the near side. Tyler Jurich going to skate in for Watertown against Johnny Ruiz. Jurich ends up with the puck near side, gives it back to Kyle Powell. Powell gives it to Jurich, and then Powell's going to get knocked down. No call, obviously, from the official. Long outlet pass for Ruiz. Walks in one-on-one, and save made by Pominville.
Ooh, that
Johnny
was a close
Ruiz
one.
on the breakaway in Pominville. Huge here in the overtime period. Pominville standing on his head here in this overtime period. Faceoff's going to go to the far side, it looks like. Pulowski skating into the faceoff circle against Anderson. Anderson wins it back to Dallas Ingram. Puck put in front. Anderson couldn't get the redirect. Came right back out in front. Intercepted there. Wolves looking to skate with it. Tyler Jurich able to give it to Kyle Powell. Right back to Jurich. Jurich comes down the near side. Steps inside the blue line. Pokes it ahead to David Pulowski. Pulowski turns with it. Gives it to Powell over on the far point. Powell settles the puck down. Sends that one in deep. That intercepted. Going to get sent down, or out to neutral ice area, I should say, with 1:46 remaining in this overtime period. Desjardins picks up the puck off the drop in. He'll come down, lets a shot go. That hit a stick, went to the corner off Gavrik. Never got a chance to put it on goal. Now Gavrik skating with it. Long outlet pass for Shinkarik, and that's going to miss. He did touch it, so icing was waved off. Shinkarik comes right to the front of the goal, shoots and scores! Carter Shinkarik is going to end it here in overtime. Makes it 4-3 in favor of the Danbury Hat-Tricks, and Danbury takes 4 games in a row from the Watertown Wolves. A home-and-home series last weekend, a home-and-home here this week, and Danbury, who has clawed their way to the #1 spot in the Eastern Division of the Federal Prospect Hockey League, are going to continue their winning ways. Carter Shinkarik is going to get the overtime winner for the Hat-Tricks, and the Hat-Tricks on a winning streak of their own right now, Dave.
Much better play for the Watertown Wolves. So it stinks to lose in overtime, but there's always next week. Hopefully everybody has a good Christmas, and after the New Year, usually come back strong, get a couple wins.
Well, Johnny Ruiz got the scoring started at 7:24 of the period number 1, assisted by Gordy Bonnell. That made it 1-0 in favor of the Danbury Hat-Tricks. The Wolves knotted it up at 1 apiece on a power play goal by Derek Boudreau, assisted by Tyler Jurich and Kyle Powell. That at 16:02 of period number 1. Period number 2, Nicola Levesque gets a even strength goal, made it 2-1 in favor of Danbury, assisted by Carter Shinkarik and by Steve Brown. The Wolves would get a power play goal at 8:46 of the period. Dominic Bogswell assisted by Tyler Jurich and by Kyle Powell. That makes it 2-2, and that's the way we would end period number 2. Period number 3, even strength goal at 1:13 of the frame. Corey Anderson nets the goal, assisted by Gordy Bonnell, then by Johnny Ruiz. That made it 3-2 in favor of Danbury. The Wolves would get one back at the 19:25 mark. Kyle Powell ties it up at 3-3 on an even strength goal with the extra attacker on the ice, a single-handle effort. That made it 3-3 and sent us into the overtime period. And at 3:39 of the period, Carter Shinkarik ends the game, making it a 4-3 win for the Danbury Hat-Tricks. Period number 3, Watertown outshot Danbury 12-9, and in the overtime period, 4-1 for Danbury over Watertown, and of course the game winner. Final tallies on shots on goal: 39 for Watertown, 38 for Danbury. Watertown 6 power play opportunities, 2 power play goals, and the Danbury Hat-Tricks 0 for 3 on power plays here this evening. Again, we'll be home next Friday night. Your Watertown Wolves will host the Delaware Thunder at a 7:30 start next Friday evening. Then we'll be back here on Monday night, the 30th, our final game of the 2019 year, as we will slip towards New Year's. Watertown will be hosting the Elmira Enforcers on Monday night. Both those games start at 7:30. Well, the Wolves try to get one back, forced overtime period. Going to end up on the short end, though, and that's the way we're going to head to the Christmas break. Folks, we want to thank you for joining us here for Watertown Wolves hockey tonight. For Eric Thorstein, our producer of our show, and for David Page, my name is Jeff Barrett. Thank you for watching here this evening. Merry Christmas, everybody. We'll see you back here next week at the Watertown Municipal Arena. Have a great night.